Hey guys, what is up? I forgot to turn this on. What's up, everybody? Squirrel here. Here we go. We are here. We're gonna continue our hunt. We finished up with the Cult of the Black Earth, or Cult of Black Earth? Yeah, Cult of Black Earth. Last session, finally leveled up to 5, so we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. I don't remember who we're hunting up next, but I'm gonna hop in Discord with the fellows. I think most of them are there. So we're gonna jump in and see what's up. See who's excited. Thanks, guys. I want to say I appreciate everybody. All my followers, supporters, subscribers, anybody who hops in. I appreciate you all. You guys are pretty cool. Let's roll. Yeah, let's do it. Exactly. But yeah, looks like one guy's gonna be about 5 minutes. Most of them are here. I just finished adding a couple things to my character that I hadn't done from last session, so let's listen into our fun over in Discord.
Oh yeah. Oh man, so like on my spare time I've been like doing simulations of that fight. Oh, you guys are in for it. Oh shit. Yeah, it's good. No, watch. It's like I've been like rolling through, like I've been just like playing around, and yeah, you guys. It's hard.
Who's ready?
I am.
I'm pretty sure that that character is also the only character I haven't really fucked with appropriately.
Oh,
Thank you, Aaron.
No,
Oh, what
Sure,
did I say?
right.
my original ranger. I guess the only one I haven't really fucked with properly.
It's like wolf form.
the one from Icefire.
Yeah, arrogant
Yeah.
asshole number 1.
I love that character.
Just like they're all like kind of like arrogant assholes, huh?
Yeah.
I think Francis John's like the only like lawful goody two shoe like character, like out of all the characters I've made.
Prester John is also kind of an asshole though. Like he's a lawful goody two shoes, but he's an ass.
Yeah, true. He's a
Yep.
socialist piece of shit.
So how long would you need a break for then?
I'm not entirely sure. If it comes down to it, I am all for like actually like starting a new campaign, like going back and forth between the two, like just circling campaigns based on like who gets thrown out. I'm totally fine doing that if it comes to it.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Everyone else is based on that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Because once we're done with arcs, I've already started doing prep for Avernus. If people are down for that.
Oh,
I know damn well Hunter is
yeah,
down for
Okay.
down for awareness.
I'd be
It's
down.
only the beginning. It's only the beginning stages, but I've already put some decent time into it.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Beginning stages of prep is like the biggest bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here.
Hey.
Yes, he is.
Hey, James,
You guys
did
all
you
notice me?
Say hi to Chad, everybody.
No, we noticed you joining. We were just in the middle of a conversation. Who is Mark? You are not in roll 20.
Yeah, sorry. It's yeah, it's a to do.
I'm gonna be AFK for a minute. I'm gonna get a coffee.
That's fine. We're still waiting on Mark. So.
Hey, don't talk, alright?
Hey, James, do you remember adding the giant wasp and the giant vultures?
No, not necessarily. However, I'm pretty sure at least one of them is already here. I'm pretty sure at least one of them
Nice.
is one of the creatures in the game.
If it's wasp.
I got my experience points.
Oh, did you not level up?
You haven't done that yet?
No?
You said giant wasps and giant vultures?
Yes.
Chat, what's
Just
up?
his level up will be a
Um,
learning experience.
I'm a fighter. You know what I get for being level 5?
yeah, an extra attack.
You want else?
I don't remember. Cause I didn't.
Probably
I didn't. Well,
That extra attack makes all the difference, baby.
that extra attack is. Do you know how much I missed that multi-classing into barbarian before I got that?
Hey, don't forget, you also get bonus HP.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
How much experience was it again? I'm sorry.
We're up to 7714 total.
7714.
Correct.
alright, Pakita, there should be something under, where it says creatures and monsters, you should be able to see specific
Chat. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna do that so I can just get a little
In the meantime,
Sprite. But I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Unfortunately, I had to work, but that's what I get for being career admin. But
okay, cool.
yeah,
I will
you guys are awesome, by the way.
I did it earlier. It takes like me like.
I appreciate all you guys.
Yeah,
Don't forget, I'm doing
It's like, what spells do I want?
what's
You only get 2.
Yeah, no, you remember how I
Um,
put 2 levels into fighter and
don't forget, if you look up
wizard during Odyssey?
there, subscriber, I've got some goals. Once I reach those, I will be doing giveaways.
Putting that
I haven't decided what. Maybe some D&D gear, because that's what we're doing. Maybe some D&D stuff. I will figure something out, because that's what I'm going for. So I'll do some D&D giveaways. So yeah. Yep. So let's have some fun.
Everybody roll and took the average for last week.
I rolled.
Some people rolled, some people averaged.
I rolled 4.
I think I rolled pretty damn good.
If you don't roll, then you're doing well.
Especially if you get that
Wanna roll
one.
level 1 then?
Let's not do that. Let us not do that. Because that's how you get the memes of wizard dying from 1d4 anything damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fun.
What's wrong with that? You're not supposed to be the frontline fighter.
I know, right?
Doesn't mean I still can't get targeted.
But your wizard's smart then. He has high intelligence, right?
Just putting it out there, anyone who rolls a 1 in my games.
Yeah, that's usually what I do too. For health.
For health, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to have Prax re-roll that 3 intelligence.
Charisma, yeah.
That's another, that is also another thing. Is, if you get an 8, sorry, if you get lower than an 8, you're more like that too.
Oh,
Well, what kind of rolling is that?
And
Softies.
it's
the
just
other side of the house is that I also run a somewhat more brutal is the appropriate term. I do run a slightly more brutal game, mainly because I actually think intelligently, and I have my monsters thinking. If they have an ounce of intelligence, they use it.
Okay, is everyone here and ready to go?
Yep.
Yes, Daddy.
Do not. Mark, I will kick you out of the game.
But I'd like to.
Only
put
I have
stuff
that
out
power.
first.
Oh.
No, you have the power to kick him out of the Discord. I have the power to kick him out of this game. Yeah, so you guys,
You guys found stairs? I don't know where we are.
oh yeah, these stairs were
that's right.
these stairs.
Yeah.
Also, this room is on the other side of where those statues were.
Yeah, I think because you guys actually like finished the area, I just went through and opened all of the doors.
Cool.
But yeah. guys can feel free to do your stuff.
We didn't long rest.
No, you
Before
didn't
the
long
fight.
rest after the fight.
Oops, I already reset everything on my head.
It's
I think when you do that, when you level up.
It's kind of weird. I think your hit points resets after you level up. I could
It
be
Yeah.
wrong.
It
which
does.
is why I'm like, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll probably get a long rest.
Hit points too.
We'll probably get a long rest right before.
Why don't we get started down the path and
Correct.
see where the legs take us?
Yeah, but you
This
guys
place
do.
seems well managed.
You guys do manage to find your way around. You find your way out. You do hear a rather loud roar from outside.
The trap.
So like jump and like look in the direction of the roar.
Hey, Druid, roll your nature to see if you recognize that roar. I don't.
Yeah, I can
the
do that.
direction of the roar is the front.
I will
I
roll
would
a
say see if he
survival check.
recognizes the
Tell if
type
it's
of roar.
dangerous.
Is the roar friendly? Is it like a roar like, oh my god, I won the lottery roar, or is it just like a
Probably not.
fucking toad?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, Prax, you actually notice the roar of a dragon.
Oh hell yeah.
Prax just like widened her eyes, like, guys. Oh no, wait, that's not the voice. Guys, dragon.
I go stealth and I go to scout it out.
I say dragon.
Wait, where's the entrance over here, James?
This is the way to the exit, yeah.
Atlas is gonna put his back to that. He's gonna like take out his scimitar and his shield, and he's gonna like ready Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. So while you're looking at
6
the
is
door,
gonna
you
stealth
see
out as well.
a dragon, like an adult bronze dragon, and a man atop it, land right in front of you. And the man hops off, kind of like pats his dragon. The dragon will fly up, it'll swoop around, and will begin to shrink in size and stand at his feet.
Somewhere inside, I can't see anything.
Icarus.
We went south. That way.
Hmm.
Oh, I see them.
You can probably see through windows. Just
Let's
use
say I can see through the window to do a long walk around.
I was able to drag right through him.
That's new.
What kind of fun is that, man?
Just go through this door.
Yeah.
Hey, I did the walk too. Don't worry.
Atlas, the man outside actually makes direct eye contact with you, and holds up a letter.
I'm chewing. I'm sorry.
Atlas is chewing.
Yeah, I'm chewing food, sport. Atlas is going to kind of slowly sheath his weapons, and with arms spread, he goes, "Well, you've had grander entrances, haven't you?"
I'm
Uh,
I'm pulling out a bow just in case.
He's like,
Who
to
might
a
you
degree.
be?
My name is Amar. I'm just the mailman. As he snaps his fingers and a spectral hand takes the letter out of his hand and starts moving it towards you.
He's just like blinking in disbelief. He goes, like, can I insight this guy? Is he just like the mailman uses dragon?
Yeah, I want to insight this too.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
Probably
insight him.
more history. to be-
Oh.
as a-
Not that, yeah,
No, not history because you've never met him.
Prax
Yeah,
doesn't say because he's very curious.
You
insight.
detect no deception from this guy. He, in fact, is
Hmm.
just a mailman.
He had the same reaction. Yeah.
You don't have to believe your own
And what
insight.
explain why the mail gets delivered so fast?
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, he looks like a prick.
Nice.
It's an Hellcat.
The spectral hand will now start waving the letter in there. He's like, "Do you want your letter or not?"
Atlas snatches it, like, rudely.
Yeah, you notice it's a letter that is like very messily stamped, but you do notice it to still have the marking of the family of Sinclair.
Oh shit, the family seal, baby. Atlas is going to say, Atlas is just gonna subtly, like, open it and read it. He's gonna turn his
Oh,
back to
this
the party.
guy.
Is that you, dragon? dragon.
This guy.
Yes, yes, it is. Okay, I'm actually going to. Where did I put this? I know I put it.
Why so small?
Did I put it in character handouts? I'm trying to find where I put it. There it is. Cool. Atlas. This is what you see.
Yeah.
When you snatch it, the spectral hand in front of you dissipates.
It's folds the letter with calmness and dignity, and he's gonna tuck the letter into like one of the countless sleeves like behind his like leather armor, and he's going to look to the group and he's going to say, it would seem that matters have. I'm going to put it this way. I don't know if I could pursue this matter with the cult much longer.
I kind of look up with the suspicious eyes. I'm like what? Like what? You want to leave now? Why?
It's,
Hey, T-Bone, what's up?
A wedding. Yes,
I'm doing
yes,
pretty
yes,
pretty
I'm
good.
expected at a- I'm the
God.
fence at a wedding.
Guess a little loud.
Inside.
Amar
I'm
will
inciting that.
But yeah,
look at you, and he's like, somewhere you need
I'm
to
doing
go.
pretty damn good. I hope you are enjoying your weekend.
Water deep spot.
Yeah, hope you're enjoying your weekend.
Page. What is going on here? Whoa, I can't click on anything.
Just close your character sheet.
Whoa, what's
Close
going
your character
on?
sheet and reopen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold on close roll 20 and open it back up again.
Like you could, just your character sheet wasn't opening, or just the whole page.
I couldn't click on like dice, I couldn't click on your sheets, nothing.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere without us.
What?
Atlas.
We
Well,
haven't been
it's
paid
all-
for this
it's-
little
it's-
adventure.
I would, it's quite alright. I wouldn't want to
You-
burden you with my
You're not
Fair,
family.
scared, are you?
I
For
wouldn't want to
starters-
burden you with my family problems.
For
Oh,
starters,
I have to roll a deception because I did lie to the group.
You can go ahead and roll a
Started-
deception against their insights.
Yeah, it's like
Absolutely.
it's loading. It's loading.
you can. But for starters, you owe us money.
I fucking
Secondly-
told you.
You do, in fact, owe them money.
Secondly,
Oh, my day is going pretty well. I had to work today.
Musical support at your wedding.
So I'm just glad that I can be here.
Now. All right. Where's deception?
Be here and do this. So yeah.
Deception.
Amar will just look at you and go, are you done with the chit chat?
But yeah, I just had to run and shut my patio door because one of my neighbors smokes and it gets up into my place.
Bright,
So
circle appears around all of you.
Will like straighten his jacket, and he'll just like walk in.
Yeah, no, in a flash of light, you guys are teleported straight out of there and into Waterdeep.
But yeah,
Again.
again, my day is going really well. I hope yours is as well. I hope yours
Now,
is
one
as
of
well.
these days, I wouldn't mind just, walking through the front gate.
And,
Traveling is not bad.
I'm starting to understand why this mail carrier is so efficient.
listen,
Did they
I've been
also
doing this
kidnap
for
Warwick?
way longer than any of you have been.
How long have you been doing this, sport?
You see him start to like count on his fingers. He kind of like looks back to his dragon. Looks back at his fingers. He goes, I don't know.
You don't know how to
It's-
count.
it's-
Good job. Good care. Good day.
Nearing 4 digits. I don't know.
Let's just nod and just rushes to his house.
It's like I've had a lot of time over here.
You ta-ta. As Atlas like runs away.
Yeah. Ta-ta. I've got mail to deliver.
Is his race obvious to us?
Yeah, he's an Eldrin. It's a type of elf.
Okay, I'm about to say exactly.
It's an elf that changes with the season.
Mm.
Yeah, he just goes, okay, yeah, ta-ta to you guys too. I've got mail to deliver. As he just hops on his dragon and flies out of Waterdeep.
Bye.
Since everyone was like busy talking with them, how far did Alice get ahead of everyone?
Not very far. You probably only got like about 10, 15 paces ahead of everyone.
So wow, holy shit. Alright.
It's not like we were like having a conversation with him.
I thought you guys were, that's why Alice was just like, yeah. Like,
No,
just
no,
started like
man.
breaking
No.
and making his way to Castle Sinclair.
He was like, "All right, I got duties. Deuces. I'm out."
Fair enough.
Is everyone following, or are people doing their own thing?
You guys can do your own thing, like, I don't think it's a big deal.
Frax will follow Atlas.
Fucking shit.
Yep.
Is everyone following?
I am part of the
No,
family.
no,
too.
Amar,
Family, absolutely not.
no. Amar, when you said ta-ta, he goes, yeah, I have mail to deliver, hopped on his dragon and flew away. Like, he's very nonchalant about the whole thing that he just teleported you guys halfway across Faerun.
I was really
Yeah.
impressed.
So the other bar didn't came with us?
No, actually, before you guys started heading off, Lurik, like, he looks over to Six, he waves, like, if you need me, I will be in some tavern here. I imagine you'll be able to find me.
Oh, I have a feeling we'll find you when we need you.
And he'll also point to Luke, he's like, seems like something major. Hold on to that for the time being. Don't forget to give it back.
Oh, don't worry.
You have been most helpful. The Sinclair family thanks you, on my behalf.
Yeah, make sure they pay you.
Exactly.
You have already been paid, boy.
Send the bill directly to them.
Yeah.
You have already. I can't say that enough.
Right,
We
for
were
the last
paid
dungeon
free
that we just
temple,
went through.
not
Why
host
would
temple.
they pay you for that? There wasn't a contract for that.
I mean, there wasn't any written contract for any of it. You just verbally paid them.
It's literally, I
There was
agreed to take the first town. They were paid for it. I don't remember making like a verbal contract for any of the second like, things we were doing.
Let's go to the tape.
It's called
fuck,
danger
had,
pay.
I wanted to stop at. Okay, never mind.
Oh, what? Did you want to stop at Julius?
Yeah, Atlas was gonna like literally like just start like arms pumping, like poke his head and see if he's there.
Yeah, Julia's here. It seems that none of your other siblings are here, and Julia's just kind of here tending to the shop alone.
Julia,
Yes?
just like walks right up to her and like pushes the letter into her chest.
She
What do you know about this?
like starts like frantically like going up and down the paper.
Well,
You see her kind of you see her like take a blank page off her desk. She kind of like burns it in her hands and like begins reading.
Atlas is gonna put her.
Your
through our
sister has
headphones.
never really been able to read Abyssal.
Oh shit!
No,
Atlas is.
she burned the paper as a component for comprehend languages.
Got it.
Yeah, so she starts reading the paper. She goes, so to the castle.
To the castle.
So to the castle. As she opens up a portal and brings you guys there immediately, as opposed to having to walk through town. This is a lot of teleporting. I just realized I didn't expect you to stop at Julia's.
That's okay. No, I mean it just made sense for it because Julia is basically like his mom.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, so you end up at Castle Sinclair. You do see a mysterious sigil over the well that you do recognize to be the symbol of the Elder Eye.
He's just gonna hold up a hand to like signal to the group to stay behind, and he's gonna walk forward without looking back.
I turn around to Six and I go, I didn't know he was part of the cult.
Julia will, in fact, follow you.
Oh, I figured something.
Can I insight the guards? Like, are they doing? Like, do I trust them? Because last time I was here-
There are, in fact, the guards that have replaced the ones that you had grown up with, but they're not the ones that, like, they're not anyone that you've had any quarrels with. They are standing, weapons at the ready, as opposed to just, like, in positions, though. Like,
it's
kind
like
of
not even
slightly
acknowledging
conscious,
that.
nothing else.
It's gonna just walk right through.
Julia will quickly, kind of stressfully follow suit.
You can follow Atlas if he wants. He's taking the lead on this.
What is this place?
His castle.
Describe it. Describe it.
You are standing in, albeit covered by different forms of magic, now with like glowing sigils and like people that you are unfamiliar with, standing all over the place. It is a plaza to a large manor, where the doors have large sigils of the Sinclair family on it. You know this to be the Sinclair estate. The only other person who's been here beforehand is Prax.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So
I
that's why
forgot.
was
I forgot that
fun.
you haven't all been here.
I see Gaius or
No.
it's not Gaius. Rufio.
Nope.
Oh no. Which one is that? Who's that? I haven't memorized their pictures yet. I'm so sorry.
These two guards will walk down.
Oh shit.
Hello there. Do you have any business at the castle today?
Atlas literally points at his face and he goes, "Who the fuck do you think I am?"
No, we're quite aware of who you are. Last we heard, you were in the Deseret Valley.
Oh well, you know, things kind of changed. It's pretty. I'm in my house. Go back to your post before you piss me off.
He's always pissed. Don't worry about it.
You see them kind of glance at each other right away. They walk back to their post.
Inside. I want to insight that look they had between each other.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just have to pull up their.
Yeah, you're in my home. Atlas Sinclair. Inside, I want to insight. 13.
Where is it? There it is. Oh yeah. You know that is like a very shady, like, keep an eye out. And you notice the one over here take out a small crystal.
Produce the crystal. Order you.
He holds it up to his
I
lips
want
and
to say,
says,
guys,
"You can
real quick,
communicate with other guards in other areas.
What would you need to?
but I've got some fun
Prodigal son is
things
back in
coming.
his home.
We're making them aware that the prodigal son is back in their home.
Why?
Can we get
Well,
out
I-
of here,
I've-
boy, please?
Why would
I've
you
got
have to-
some fun stuff coming
Alice is
in the near future. So I'm kind of excited for how the channel's gonna turn.
Something seems off.
So let's go.
What's your name?
Let's have some fun. I hope you guys will enjoy later.
Atlas is gonna kind of sneer at him, and he's going to say, what a low-born name, and then he's gonna turn his head back up to here. I'm gonna remember that guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Which way would be to my father's office?
This door here by this guard.
Does
will-
I know want to come with us? Felix?
So what was that?
Oh, I was gonna say, does I know want to come with us?
He's like, I presume I was with you guys. I was with my character. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the door, and Atlas is just gonna look back, down the cracks, and then back at the door, and he's gonna walk in.
Okay. 1 second. It's not like you choose specifically. There it is. Boop.
Cool.
Yeah. This is the room that you dragged Prax into before, when you're down in the office over here.
He's just gonna go up to the door. He's gonna close his eyes, hold it, and take a short breath, and grab the door and turn it quickly and open it.
There is actually no one in your dad's office.
It's just slowly gonna turn. He's gonna go run back to his group.
I I would like to approach some of the guards and go, it's a pleasant day you're having.
So it's a pleasant day when the children return.
I know, right? I've got to travel around with this idiot.
I don't envy you.
It is more painful than you think.
I don't doubt it. How do you deal with him all the time?
I'd say you get used to it, but you really don't.
No, I imagine not. Atlas.
I'm
you
sure
were
by
darting-
this time you come back in.
Yeah,
I
Atlas,
guess.
you were darting back.
Others does, but he just ignores you. He's actually. Fuck.
As Julia passes you, she says, "I'm gonna go inspect Dad's office."
He's gonna look back to her and he's gonna say, I don't trust the guards. These are not people I grew up with, Julia.
No, she because a guard is standing nearby, she will just give a nod.
This is gonna uncharacteristically check in on the group to see if his quote unquote employees are okay. Is everyone Atlas pokes his head, is everyone okay? Nobody's been molested by the guards?
Molested? What sort
No,
of place,
come on, you
what
know
sort of
what I mean,
establishment are you
not-
running here?
Not sexually, come on.
We've just come to understand your prickly disposition.
Yes.
Yup.
Apparently your whole family is just rude.
No, it's just me, sport. Alright, I'm going back to the room. Atlas just turns back and walks back.
I turn back around to I turned back around to the guy I was talking with. I'm like, that's typically how we deal with it. With a sly grin.
Yup.
Uh,
We just let him be him,
Dooley.
and eventually he'll quiet.
I don't know how well it'll go over with you.
Okay,
You're
before you-
actually.
Before you continue further, just give me 1 second, Mark.
Yeah.
I just have to
I'm
pull up.
expecting a full-blown trap, by the way.
Da-da,
Ah, this is fun. Just letting him do his thing.
da-da.
We're just there.
Ba-dum-ba-da.
Okay, you can continue.
Fuck. You did some quiet, silent rolls, didn't you?
No, I was just pulling up some stuff.
Oh.
Julia starts looking all over the desk. She notices some traces of some spells that have been cast here. If you want,
This
roll a
is
history
going
check.
to call out. He's going to say, "Would you please follow me into the room?" And you guys notice a little, a tinge of worry in his voice.
If you want, Atlas, you can roll a history check.
I will. He's gonna yell at the group to come follow him.
Judy calls. I'm sure you know.
Yup.
You know your father to not be a spellcaster, and Julia has not been here anytime recently.
Atlas is his eyes slowly get big. He's gonna look around. He's going to turn to the rest of the group, and through his teeth, he's going to say, "Be under God," and he's going to turn back to this room, north.
What is on our guard?
No problem.
Make an exception for this one especially.
Oh, here we go.
See exactly what you see. Okay, you don't really see. Yeah, that door is open. That door was actually specifically left open.
Fuck, Dad doesn't do that. Oh fuck, who is in that room?
You
A
do
friend.
see At the end of the room, you see your mother laying on the ground, seemingly unconscious, and you see this man turn around and goes, Atlas, the person we've been waiting for to arrive.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, guess I'm not moving the extra 5.
Yes, I will say, I would like to move 10 paces over as he's talking and then cast Eldritch Blast if I may.
Yeah.
You're diving
Go
for
ahead.
cover.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Yes, sir. Get away from my ball!
That misses. He just kind of like sidesteps out of the way and he looks at me and he's like, "Oh, Atlas, always hasty to combat, aren't you?"
Who might you be?
Oh, well, you see, I'm ambassador of the Elder Eye. I've just come to speak to your parents about something.
Well, you plan on speaking to my unconscious mother? How do you call this speaking?
Feel like reading thoughts is enough.
I feel like killing you might be enough.
Is this your way of initiating combat, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
May I roll an intimidation? May I use that as an action to roll intimidation?
I would say this is before combat, but what do you want to roll?
I want to intimidate him and make him afraid of Atlas.
Like to put in the frightened effect?
Yeah, well, kind of like... Yeah, yes, please, yes, the frightened effect.
Okay,
I'm sure it's a high DC.
I would just make a charisma save. Idaho, are you following your group or are you staying in that room?
I guess I'll be staying in this room.
Oh no, I just wasn't sure if you followed or not. Okay.
If Idaho's here, then I'm staying with him. I would not leave him alone.
Okay.
Yeah, you were the only one with a lot of guards. That's a bad move if we're starting combat.
Yeah.
If they
Mhm.
were to fight, if they were to fight his own family,
So, those guards above Gabe were not the people Atlas grew up with. I think I mentioned it in dialogue, but Atlas would have no problem with you killing these guards.
Yeah, no, you mentioned it in dialogue with Julia, not with the party. The party was in
Oh,
the
I
other
thought I said it
Mhm.
out loud. They were around me.
They were in the other room.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
mentioned it with
fuck.
Julia when you guys were like over here.
That's shitty.
Yeah, you
And
can
then
go
we
ahead
heard
and
yelling
roll,
and-
intimidation attempt.
24.
I turn around to other guards. Do you have a bowl
He
of milk?
He rolled really low.
Yeah,
He kind of steps back and he's like, "Oh, someone's gotten quite strong, haven't we?"
and yeah, Atlas is gonna cast Axe and start combat.
I would say that the intimidation was your pre-combat.
Okay, so yeah, so I roll initiative.
Yes. Let me just pull up the tracker so that doesn't. There we go.
I have a
I guess
I
we're
have a
doing
passive
this.
perception of 16. Would I hear this going on?
I'm not even gonna. You hear Atlas yelling. That's not really a roll. Atlas is just yelling.
Cool.
We aren't subtle when we're trying to be, let alone when he's not.
I'm
Mhm.
just quicker than you.
Yup.
I mean, that's obvious.
Boop, 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 boop.
19.12, 19.2.
Yup.
Boop, 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 boop. This was a lot of rolling. I think that's everything I need to roll for now. Yeah.
He's afraid of Atlas,
Alright,
correct?
I'll ask. Yeah, I put a marking on him. I'll also roll Persephone's initiative. Why not? Okay, and descending. Oh boy. Yeah. Let me just adjust my music. Puts on Megalovania.
Winged Angel.
Let's not put on the Sephiroth theme. Thank you. Let's not do that. Yeah, so these two Reavers with the crossbows outside. Actually, no. They're...
Oh shit, I forgot about Julia. Fuck. Oh shit.
Will take out. They will use their bonus action to load their crossbows, and they will fire one bolt at Rain and Idaho each.
Oh shit.
first one too.
This one oh I have their roll.
I'm in front, so I'll take the first one.
Yeah, no, the first one was going towards Rain. I have their rolls on whispers. Give me a second.
He just wants to re-roll it. It was that bad.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you I rolled 10, which misses. I'm just taking
Yeah.
it off of Whisper. I know that misses. And this one is against Idaho. 8 misses. Cool.
I love
These
people
two-
rolling initiative.
5, 6. I have to move around the table. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this one will go to attack you with its sword, or its long sword.
Sure.
One-handed. Crit fail.
Get it.
Would you? I was about to say, would you like an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah.
Hits. Roll damage. For
8.
25.
Why wouldn't you?
Quickly have a look at something.
I don't believe that you get anything off of it.
It says once per turn, technically, when I hit a creature. It doesn't do anything except reduce it by 10 feet, so whether or not you'll allow it or not, I don't care.
Okay, I mean they're locked in melee combat, so that's not a huge issue. This one will come up and swing at you.
Sure.
6
Yes.
misses. This one will take a step forward and it will load its crossbow and shoot at Idaho. 19
Hits.
for 3 piercing.
You okay?
That is the reverse turns. Rain.
I love it when they come to you as I go to swing out at pretty much everyone surrounding me.
Oh, you do have 3 attacks, don't you?
I have multi-attack.
Yeah.
So, 24,
Hits on which one?
the first one.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit
It does.
for another 10?
Same one.
Yep.
Falls straight to the ground.
I start
Yes.
swinging at the second. 9 will miss. 9's a crit miss.
Yeah. So he will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Sure.
2-handed longsword. 6. Wow.
But
Wow.
another 8 points of slashing damage against him. And then
God.
another 7 plus a
4 attacks? What the fuck?
I get
Say,
5
hold on
attacks.
here. How are you getting these many attacks?
I have multi-attack.
Gloomstalker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Gloomstalker gets a
on the
bunch of
last-
first. Yeah, Gloomstalker's
First
whole
turn.
thing is trying to end combat in your first turn.
Yep.
Or get rid of the big points, except everyone else just.
Yeah,
comes
and you
to me
roll your
really quickly.
extra D10 on this damage, right?
I'm
or whatever it
pretty
is.
sure. It's a D something or other. Give me a sec. Where
It's
is it? Do I remember
it's
sure?
one of your attacks in your first turn of combat, and you haven't used it yet. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's this attack.
It's the last. It's your last attack, which is that one plus an extra D something or other. I'm just trying to work out which one it was. D8. There we go.
Okay. Roll the D8.
Plus another 8
Dead. Just
against
enough.
that guy.
It's good to know the party's evenly divided.
How about even? Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my
You,
turn.
you're right. Most of the power is over there.
6.
I can just see this guy.
The Gloomstalker's so broken. Holy fuck.
Only
Um.
on the first turn of combat.
It's only the first round. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it every round.
I believe you can see into the room, right?
Yeah, I can see him. Just right up
The only downside is if he's very far away from enemies, then he's kind of.
there. I can see up to there.
And I
Oh.
actually don't.
That's why I have agility. I just get an extra 30 feet of movement.
I hate it. I hate it.
You say you're not a mid maxer, man.
To be honest, I didn't even choose my race. I just turned around and said,
I am
"What
going
race are you choosing? I'll
to.
do the same."
Dang.
You're really thinking about what to do here, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
A lot of spells.
I am going to. I'm just gonna look at him and I'm going to cast sleep at first level. Probably not gonna work, but
No, he's got way too many hit points.
It's not all creatures within 90 feet, or
Oh.
not all creatures within 90 feet that you can see.
Creatures within 20 feet of a point.
Oh, the 90-foot range creatures within. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a 90-foot range in ascending order of the current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. So basically, like right on him, or back, kind of in the corner.
That is not enough hit points to put
I figured.
either this dude or Atlas to sleep. So
You put Atlas to sleep?
it's every creature within a 20.
Yeah, it's not enough. So it would have hit him and then down to Atlas from there,
Oh, I
essentially.
see.
If it didn't hit him, it
Whoever's got the least health. So if this guy's stronger than Atlas, who knows?
yeah. Didn't think it would, but I just kind of like go to sleep. Shit. That's my turn.
No problem. Julia, in like a mixture of like fear and rage, will begin like quickly,
Hear that?
rapidly
Yeah, just
flipping.
think it.
Oh no, she will start rapidly flipping through her spellbook and immediately looks the dude dead in the face. And will cast. Actually, what can she do? I know she has some stuff.
What dude is just looking at?
Oh, you can't see him.
Yeah, I cannot
um,
see him.
You know, Julia's gonna. She's gonna look him dead in the face, and she's going to.
Magic missiles.
She does have magic missiles, but that's not important. She's going to cast Ice Knife at 4th level on him. Her rules are whispered. Didn't mean to do that.
It's A-okay.
She rolled a 15, which misses, but he has to save against the explosion for. Oh wait, no. Why didn't it? It didn't prompt me to do that at a higher level. Hold up.
Yeah, I probably could have had a better chance,
I know
but
that Ice Knife can be cast at higher levels. Why is it not? Okay, it's instead of 2d6, it's 6d6. So I'll just
hey, yeah.
It's D6?
Thanks for the resub.
7 plus,
Yeah.
7
not
plus 17, he's
3
28 cold.
months in a row. Yay. Way to go. Thank you so much for the support. And the fun.
So weird. Enter spell save DC is 18. He fails and takes the full 28. Right?
Yeah, it looks
28,
like it.
24. 24.
At 49, I might need someone big and strong to rush in here.
Julia will then Misty Step to the other side of the room and begin checking on your mother.
Okay.
Idaho?
Okay, how tall are these tables?
The tables are about 5 feet off the ground.
Okay, I had to crawl through them, right?
You can crawl under them or you can climb on top of them.
5 foot tall, they're as tall as you are. You could just run underneath.
I know, right? Actually, where's my official height? Oh yeah, my official height is only 3 foot.
Why are you so
Walk
far
under the
away?
tables.
Holy
You can
fuck.
walk under the tables then, yeah.
What was that, man?
I was just like saying, why are you so far away?
I'm not far away, I'm as far away as I need to be.
And
Right.
These guys have the bows, right?
Yeah, you need to get
So
the
you
fuck
could
out of
be
there.
back to us in a turn. He would
Oh, don't
hit
worry.
4.
These are the guys with the crossbows.
Don't worry, Rand is over there with him.
We have
Dude,
to.
trust that
You
can
just
handle
focus
Atlas
on
doesn't
your
care if
route.
we kill the guards.
Pull out my whip. Now swing at this guy first.
Okay.
Whip it real good.
Oh, that's right. You got an extra attack as well now.
No, whip it.
See if it does anything.
Yeah,
That hits.
buddy.
For 10 damage.
And I'll swing at this other guy now.
You're into like that bondage, eh? It's just like.
What?
You've been a
I
bad
say,
boy.
have you seen the reference to my characters based on?
You've been a bad boy.
Roll the hit.
Oh,
Roll the damage.
Damn.
Aw.
Oh, well.
8, another 10. Cool.
But still.
No problem. Is that your turn? That's it. I'd say that's a pretty good attacking turn.
Oh,
Good turn.
we haven't took a long or short rest since last session, correct?
No.
Right.
Okay, making sure. Okay, that's it.
We
Wait,
got this.
I don't remember how many spells left I have since the last one.
I don't think you've
You didn't really spend any spells. It was mostly mash.
spells. Yeah.
You
really
I think you spent like the heat armor. Yeah, I remember
No,
that.
I remember you casted heat metal once.
Heat metal, yeah.
And then other than that, spell wise, you really just used primal savagery.
Okay.
And
so
there
I'm
is
just gonna take
use of the wand of magic, right?
The wand of magic, yeah. So
right.
there's one
Yep.
charge of the wand of magic missiles gone.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Sorry, guys.
It is the Elder Eye Lieutenant's turn. What does he
Gotta love all the combat we get into.
problem?
So much combat.
After like the hefty
XP.
damage that Julia had just done to him, you see as he like kind of leans forward, his shoulder blades jut out, and he goes, "Okay, not dealing with this anymore." As a necrotic shroud
Oh shit.
appears around him. Tadar, you can see him, right?
I
Oh,
could
shit.
before, I can't now.
Transform quick.
Okay. Roll a religion roll for me.
Oh shit. Come on, Tadar.
And also, Atlas, you and Julia need to roll.
Where's my saving throw?
Your
Oh
charisma.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't recognize anything based on just like the noise that's happening. Cool. You passed, and Julia
Come on, Julia.
fails.
I'm more charismatic than my sister. Wow.
Julia is terrified of this guy.
Fuck.
So he is that it's an action? No, that is a bonus. Oh no, you just transformed. It's a bonus action to end it. Okay, yeah. He will then.
I was gonna
step
say,
forward.
I know mine's an action. His better be.
Is it an action?
It is an
Oh
action.
yeah, you can use
Yeah.
your action.
That's the reason I didn't just use it all the time.
Yeah, no. He will then step up, and does he have any bonus action things that he can do? He will prep. He will put a wrathful smite onto his sword. And that is,
Help!
and that is his turn. That'll be wrathful smite. Yeah. The underlings.
I don't like what's going on here, guys.
They have a lot that they can do. This
I don't like what's going on here.
One of them will walk here. He will jump up onto the table and try to swing down at Rain.
Sure.
Actually, wait, does he have anywhere? No, he can't move anywhere that he can have advantage. He
Nope.
will swing with his. He has a two-handed battle axe that he's trying to bring down onto you.
Mm-hmm. Miss.
16?
Miss.
Fucking kidding me.
Nope.
Granted, this is up to you, but you did have. I'll be quiet now. Sorry.
Oh, but advantage because leverage. Is what you're trying.
I'm high for paying attention yet.
If it's such a thing.
Well,
I haven't really done really good advantage ones, have I? will say that height advantage is a thing. That does, in fact, make sense. 20.
Barely hits.
9.
Sure.
This one will come up. He has a crossbow in one hand, and he is like loosely like swinging his battle axe in the other, and he will try to swing at you one-handed.
Okay.
21
That does it.
for 4 slashing damage, and he will use his bonus action to load his crossbow.
Okay.
Tadar.
Alright, I'm gonna shove my way through 6 in Prax. Now that I can see this going on.
Okay, yeah, cool. Upon seeing him, you feel your own like sense of radiance well up inside yourself, and no action needed. Your own wings sprout out as a response to seeing a fallen Azamar standing in front of you.
My
Oh,
plan
shit.
was to immediately use my action on it anyway.
Okay,
How
yeah.
do you feel about that? Just for that extra radiant damage.
Damn.
No, I'm using the full like it summons upon seeing it just without the action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then-
like everything still happens with it.
I'm gonna use my bonus action for Searing Smite, and then take a corpse sword swing at him.
You can go ahead and roll the hit. That does miss. He will look at you and he goes, "Oh, another Azamar." What do you
Atlas, I
say to a
already hate
friendly-
the people you make friends with.
What do you say to a friendly? If I win, I can call everything off. Or if you win, I can call everything off. And if I win, you guys can stop hunting down the cults.
I will look to Atlas for this. I won't
It's just
make this
gonna look
decision
sideways
totally
at
solo.
Tadar. Atlas is gonna look at you, and you can see in his eyes that he trusts that you'll make the right decision.
I don't like that.
It's more like, here's the deal. His mom is unconscious. His sister is afraid. As of right now, Atlas's adrenaline is through the roof. So, it would take a lot for him to calm down. Right now, he's in that no quarter given kind of mood.
I think I understand. I'm not too interested in hearing his pleas. If we're willing to fight this out, I am.
What a shame. Is that your turn,
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Prax?
Rax is going to move inside. Oh, look at the guy. And I'm gonna conjure 4 wasps.
Okay, I don't have the wasp tokens. I'm just gonna put a random
I did
thing.
put like on the attacks.
Okay, cool. If you have the
Yeah.
attacks, that's fine. I just need like a placeholder token, so I'm gonna hunt those down.
So what I was gonna do is that I was gonna put the giant vulture for like instead of the wasp, just for tokens. Do you
Hey,
agree
I
with
can
that?
put the giant vulture tokens instead, because the giant wasp.
Oh shit, that's huge.
Giant
You know what?
vultures-
Let me put mash. I'm not gonna summon mash just now because it's small. So I'm just gonna like put 4 mashes. Holy shit! It's too much light. Oh.
I can just see a little bit coming out of the doorway.
What about if I just put gravy instead?
I'll just put.
Rain would set fire the moment.
You could put 4 gravies as a placeholder if you want.
Yeah, let me do that. Okay, just pretend this is
Gravy. It's making me hungry. Stop talking about food.
Mash, pork chop. Okay, so they all kind of surround the guy. I
This
have
is
to roll
this is still on the
initiative.
token right next to him. It auto clicks to the up left corner.
Yes. So I have to roll initiative for them. So
Do they go on their own initiative or do they go right after yours?
they're on go on own. Roll initiative for the summon.
Which has its own turns. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Oh.
go ahead and roll. Just
Each
click on
one
it.
has its own turn?
Well, no, like it, as a group. But,
Oh, okay. Oh, as a group, yeah.
Because like for match, it specifically says that match goes on your turn.
Yep.
Right after you. Okay. Yeah. So down here is where, right after 6 is when the wasps go.
Yes. And so I move. Hello, I move. I was right there. So 15. I'll move another 15 to be right there. And that's it.
No problem. Atlas.
Wow, sport. Atlas is going to. Am I able to pass through the wasp?
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, you can
they're
move
fine.
through them.
Yeah.
Atlas is going to move past the wasp, and he's going to say, hold on. He's going to say, how about I kill you and render this conversation pointless? And he's going to swing down with a scimitar with advantage.
No problem.
I just wanted to grab a quick cookie.
Fuck. Am I able to? Can I retroactively say I casted Hex?
I was gonna ask if you wanted to, because I
I
know
did.
that you normally do.
I do. May I roll Hex damage? So 10.
Because I remember you had initially said that you wanted to hex the dude, and I said that your intimidation, what was what took place before combat,
Yes.
and then you just rolled low in initiative. Is that your turn?
It is. Atlas is gonna stand heroically between his
This cookie is so good.
family and this enemy.
Cookie is so good.
It is back to the Reaver's turns. These two, after seeing 2 of them slain in an instant before them, they will fire their crossbows at Rain and then begin running.
I was gonna say, do they turn and run?
Yes, finally, enemies.
Of course they do.
First one at Rain,
Yeah, that'll hit.
3, and the second one at Rain misses.
The misses.
And these guys will use all of their movement to get away.
I don't need this whole damn thing.
You know you're gonna key off his chase instinct. You're
Oh,
screwed
don't you
now.
know? Don't you know, bud?
Oh, you're gonna key off their chase instincts, don't you know?
They're within range.
Hate you.
Yeah, they are.
This one right here is gonna move around the table. Oh, move the corpse. It's gonna move around the table, and he's gonna.
An action.
No, he's not moving the corpse. I'm moving the corpse so I can see where the token is. Cut up. Swing two-handed with his long sword against you. 13.
With advantage.
Misses. Yep. 13. Cool. This one will proceed to do the same, Idaho. He will use movement to get around you and hop up onto the table.
Okay.
Swing down with advantage. 19.
Yep, that hits.
6 slashing damage.
I am wearing armor.
Yeah, no, you are wearing armor.
No,
uh,
I swear that only affects like wizards. It's like
Yeah, no, it really affects wizards and sorcerers, and that's it. And even then, sorcerers most of the time, I'm pretty sure, are wearing leather armor at least.
Mhm.
Rain.
I'm going to take that attack of opportunity.
With advantage because of the height.
I am moving out of his height advantage, so would he really get it?
The attack of opportunity, I'm pretty sure the way it's ruled, takes place in the place that you were with. Like, if you're moving out of a flanking range, I'm pretty sure that person still gets advantage.
Eh,
Right? Even then, the first roll was the 23.
I know.
If we're going by that metric, the first roll was the 23 for 4 damage.
Cool. Now I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay.
12.
I believe misses. Yes. Cool.
Hey, at least something hit.
something did hit 8 damage.
8.
No problem. Large slash across her back.
Yep. As
Anything else?
Would I be able to jump up on the side of the table or not?
Yeah, you have plenty of movement to do so, but you would take an attack of opportunity from this one. Unless you're like, oh wait, jump up on the side of the table on the same pile as
Yeah.
you are?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in and see just like how is the tile. I would say no. The tiles just line up kind of weird is what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say no because there's not even enough space for like your entire foot there. It's like literally just the edge.
I asked.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. You doing anything else this turn?
Nope.
6.
Okay, I am going to kind of like look past all my friends, see that the guy is still standing and didn't go to sleep like I asked him to last time. I am going to, like, into my hands, just whisper, if you're not going to go to sleep, why not try this on for size? And at second level, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh shit. That's a what, wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yeah.
He's good at those.
Damn it.
He's really good at those. Is it safe for half? 'Cause it's not
On a
cantrip.
failed save, it takes 3d6 and must be, if available, the creature doesn't move. On a successful take, the target takes half as much and doesn't have to move away.
Okay, yeah, so he takes 5 damage.
Got it.
Doing anything else this turn?
I'm gonna look at Atlas. I'm gonna say, you're an ass sometimes, but get him. I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
So you get a D8 to use on attack roll, saving throws.
The Atlas looks at you and he like gives you like a respectful mutual nod.
Wasps are going to attack the guy, all flanking to each other. Let me see if this works. So there's 23 hits?
Yes.
Okay, so
It's
he has-
a DC 11 con save against poison.
Oh shit, I drew 3 ones. Yes, so I'm gonna roll it 4 times with advantage, I guess.
Okay, and then I have to roll 4 con
Okay,
saves
2.
against poison damage. So I'll just roll all the con saves at the end.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so roll the damage on that one. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I hope he fails. 21.
Holy shit!
Holy fuck.
And
Nice.
is this,
Watch
is
just
this
really under
rolling? Is this saving against full poison damage or half poison damage?
Full, I think.
Okay, so
let me
DC
read it.
11.
Oh, wasps are
Con,
magnificent.
con. He
Damn.
passes all of them against the poison.
Oh.
That is
Oh no,
7.
wait. Half damage on a successful one.
Oh god.
7.
What?
So, okay, so just the piercing is 7, 11, 15, 28. 28 from the piercing. And then
That
half
is
of the
brutal.
poison- Half of the poison, so 28 plus. Okay, so half of the poison is
There's 20 points at the bottom 2.
yeah, that's 20 points. 33, 49, 55, halved, rounded up is
8,
28.
27, 28.
So is that 28 and 28?
Yep.
That's 28 and 28.
56.
You brutally wasped this guy to death.
Oh, shit, we
I
killed
know.
him.
I
Yes.
know.
That was brutal.
Oh shit! I
And-
killed him. Nice.
Yeah.
That was
And they
very
said
well done.
and you guys say I'm bad.
Fucking 4 wasps just destroyed this
I
guy.
wasn't- Well, no, I was not not expecting them to do that much damage.
How much damage did they do overall?
28 plus 28,
56.
yeah, no,
What?
Yeah.
yes,
If
56.
you add on, if he didn't save, add on another 27 points.
Yeah.
So that is by saving.
Yeah, so 56 plus 27 is what, 83?
Something like that.
Which is more than his maximum hit point total anyways.
I think this is the reason why they give so many creatures in the game, like poison immunity or poison resistance.
Praxis just sting, 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 sting.
Cool. Julia is no longer frightened. It is her turn. In a fit of safety, Atlas, she is going to stand up. She is going to move over. She is going to come with you, and she is going to, as a form of safety, place your mother into a Otuluk's Resilient Sphere, which is basically an impenetrable sphere by both magical and physical means. Can only really be broken by a high enough strength check or by the caster releasing the spell.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, I just have to scroll down 5. Got this for a reason. I'm gonna use it.
Mm-hmm.
And your mother is now in a sphere. While in the sphere, they are also deafened to all outside noise, though. But not that really matters because she's unconscious.
Conscious.
Yeah.
How does she
do
plan
you
to
roll
get it
then?
through the door?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then Misty Step for 30 feet. And that is her turn. Idaho.
Idaho.
So Idaho
What's
will
it?
take the advantage / disadvantage, so it'll be even out against this guy. Correct?
Yes. So just flat swing gets the one next to you.
Yep. 25
Hits.
hit.
The put.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
guess
I
I'll
go
swing
to
this guy.
slash him and then your I go to slash him and then your whip just strangles him from behind.
You can turn around and swing at that guy.
25 hit.
It does. For 8 damage, no problem.
Okay, he's still alive.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I will now move behind him.
No problem. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Idaho's got some brutal whip, wraps your whip around the one on the table, pulls her off, and she smacks her head so hard that she just falls right unconscious.
Oh, what?
And then you turn around, you just give like a nice good lash into the one behind you.
Yep.
I'm taking him off of initiative order because he's dead. Elder Eye Lieutenant. This one will move over. He will hop off the table, walk over here, and he will take a swing at you with advantage. This one's one-handed. Going to use his action surge. Do it again. Oh,
I think that'll hit.
yeah, I think so too.
Nope, nope, not at all.
For 12 damage.
Sure.
I like how all of us just kind of fell silent for that one. This one will. This one after
Yeah.
watching the one in front of him get murdered and getting a good lash from you, he will use his action to disengage from you, Idaho,
Okay.
and he will back across the room.
Okay. It's like, running from me. Good.
He just kind of gestures so the corpse is all over the room.
Well, I didn't do it, man.
You did half of them. Tidar.
Alright, so I've got that extra 30 feet of flying. I'm just gonna move and dash to get in on this whole mess.
Oh, that could be interesting.
What could be interesting?
You'll find out if I decide to do it.
Go ahead, Kadar. Oh, wait, you
I
used your
haven't
dash.
got an action, so this is what I've got this turn. I just wanted to be in.
Chat, I will be right back. I have to use the restroom real quick.
Yes.
Putting a marker on you so I remember. Prax.
Prax is going to 30 feet right there. And Steels doesn't see anything, so she's gonna dash another 30 feet. And she sees like a very glimpse of someone in there.
Yes.
But it's kind of far away from her reach.
It's kind of far away from her, and that would also be covered.
Yeah.
Oh, which
What is
reminds me, I updated the DM ruling. I adjusted my rulings instead of disadvantage because it seemed to be like hindering combat, making it drag on. I just made it so that shooting through players is just a half cover, so it's just a +2 to their AC.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It speeds up combat, makes it more enjoyable for everyone, so you're not constantly rolling disadvantage if you don't have to.
I thought you were gonna say I updated the DM ruling and wasps are not allowed.
No.
I would be
didn't
surprised he
update
does say that, or no, do the weaker wasp, man. Do the weaker.
Well, no,
And,
he specifically, Prax specifically summoned 4 giant wasps as opposed to 8 smaller ones. It's like it's still within the spell ruling,
Yeah.
which is annoying.
Half cover +2 to AC is a standard ruling, not so much a DM ruling.
No, I know, but the
Conjure
shooting through
animals is
people.
pretty loose. It's ripe for pickings.
No, I know that +2 to AC for a half cover is standard. I'm just like I put it there.
Yeah.
So people-
So you don't forget.
So that's it. That is Prax's turn.
Mr. Sinclair.
Where did my sister go?
She started booking it to the other room.
She ran right past me and then just.
Well, I guess
She's like she was worried about her mom and she was terrified of the dude, but she's ready to help you clear out this keep.
happens, viciously kicks this dead body in the head, and then is gonna book it. I will spend sorry.
As you kick him, a little roll of paper rolls out from behind his cape.
Okay, I will pick it up. May I spend an action to read it?
You can spend an action to read it if you like, or you can just kind of hold on to it and read it later.
I will
Your
spend an
choice.
action to read it. I trust the group can do this.
Yeah, the letter was an unsent update on their mission to the heads of the elemental cults, saying that they have, in fact, they have taken Cassius Sinclair, and also a name that is unfamiliar to you of Aerofir Sylphina
Okay.
was also taken. You do, however, notice another name, a familiar signature to you at the bottom. The name of your
No.
brother, Guy.
Fuck, I knew it too. Fuck. Alright, that's my turn.
Cool. After your turn, I
We're gonna have to
rolled
help
the
save his
secret.
brother. Mm.
Idaho, you see. If I can highlight it. No, I don't want to highlight the big part. I just want the small door. Please, thank you. This door bursts open as another member of the Elder Eye steps through.
Once I see this door, I guess the one behind me. Or...
Oh no, it's sorry, I thought you were still within range. You hear a door around the corner.
Okay. Is it based on my passive by chance, or?
Oh yeah, no, it's based on your passive. He also didn't silently open the door; he just kind of threw it open.
Okay. Like
Where's-
around south of me, east of me, north of me.
South of you.
Okay. I have an idea.
It's that way.
I figured.
Yeah, no, Rain, you see him kick the Rain and Shadar, you guys see him kick the door straight open.
Of course I do.
I just hear it. It's like,
Yeah. Like he's not doing it quietly. He walks into the room immediately. Will see Rain, and will shoot a Melf's acid arrow at him. 22.
Reaction absorb elements.
So what lowers the damage?
I get resistance to it, and on my next attack, I get to add it as damage as the d6.
You still take damage for only half of it.
Yes.
So I will roll the damage for Melf's acid arrow. So instead of 11, you take 6, and you can deal it back next turn as well.
That's awesome.
It's the reason I chose it. Absorb elements is just one of those that goes under the radar, but it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
It picks up a reaction, so that's why it's so tricky.
that is.
Oh, yeah.
It's real good for those 4 element hunts.
It's really great when you get fireballed.
The Reavers.
Yeah.
This one, seeing this dude glowing with radiant light, wings abroad, sword glowing in hand with a smite ready, basically shits his pants. We'll use his action to disengage, and we'll also start running. And we'll load a firebolt as he's gone. Or not a firebolt, a crossbow bolt. Sorry, I was on the spellcaster page. These two will continue running.
Like, I want that crossbow. It can load spells.
No, it cannot. No, it cannot. No, it cannot. That is the Crushing Reaver's turn. So there's only 3 of them left.
Choose your words carefully, DM.
Oh yeah. Guess
Well-
what? I'm jumping on the table.
Okay.
You know what's coming next?
You're shooting down
18.
with advantage. Hits? Oh wait, actually, hold up. Might not. No, it does hit.
For 12 plus 6 plus a d6 acid.
Okay, yeah, that was actually enough to kill him.
No.
Sorry that I ruined your fun.
Well, this guy's still alive, so I'm now gonna come down here. So that was 5.
Rain running around is very much a, oh, you thought you could get away.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna literally jump in front of him in the door and go, hi!
Oh no, it's the 5 feet of you to get up onto the table, so you got... Oh wait, no, because you have the feline agility.
Uh-huh. Kitty cats.
Hi!
Kitty cats get to you. Yeah, you see him kind of like jump back a little bit.
Doing it again. 23,
Hits.
10,
It's
Plus
actually also enough to
12.
kill.
Yep, okay. Well, if it just kills him, there we go. Well, since I'm doing that, there's another 10 feet.
Why do you get a 3rd attack this round?
When I attack, I have double attack.
It only works in the same attack action.
But you also have 2... You multi-attack and then do you have extra attack as well?
No, I just have the... Well, when I... Because one's the bonus action, one isn't. So...
Wait, what's this one?
How would
Oh.
you... How would...
Oh,
yeah.
scimitar plus 1. Oh, no, the second one you rolled scimitar plus 1, so that was still an on-hand attack, so that would have been your multi-attack on the second swing.
There
You
you
can
go.
roll your
Well,
offhand scimitar for the crushing reeve. For like the one that you're going after, that would be the offhand. Yeah.
there you go.
Not at advantage, so 15. Still does hit.
7?
For 7.
And 25.
Multi-attack is only on your on-hand, I'm pretty sure.
Multi-attack is whenever I take the attack action. I'm using my bonus action as an attack action. Because I have a finesse I have a light weapon.
Is it?
Where is
This
it? Where
one,
is
I've got-
it?
I've
Isn't
just
that
found that
bonus
multi-attack
action
is only
attack
attack.
beholden to your attack?
You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on my turn.
But I think the offhand attack is also whenever you take the.
I don't think extra
action.
attack affects
It's a bonus.
your offhand attack.
No.
Because you're not taking a full action for the attack, you're just taking a quick bonus action swing.
I'll research it. I'll get back to you on that.
Because monks, you get once you hit that, you only get 3 attacks,
Monks
Yeah.
are fucking crazy.
and not because then you use your bonus action for your
Yeah, I'll research it. I'll
Third
get back
attack.
to you.
6.
I'm gonna kind of look into that room, see everybody taking off. I'm gonna bolt that 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, and then feline 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Look in here and just kind of like, oh brother, what are you doing?
You just see a corpse party.
And that's my turn. Oh wait, I can see this guy, can't I?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at him and cast vicious mockery at him.
What do you say?
I say, why don't you summon some real friends? And that's my turn.
Sorry, spend my time studying.
Oh, that's sad.
Are you having the wasps do anything?
Yes, they're gonna move 50
They're gonna
feet.
go attack everyone else.
I
Yeah,
move
right.
it, move it.
I'm scared of the wasps. I am very scared.
Okay, so that's 50 movements, and they gonna dash. The other 50. Where's everybody?
I'm
That's
getting like
one.
cancer from that. Oh my god. Hate
That's another
wasps.
one.
I'll just move the other 2 here for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's just. I can just imagine we all just
No,
hear.
You guys see 4 giant wasps.
We
just
probably
come out of
hear
the
them
doorway.
first.
Well, yeah, no, you hear them. It's very much like the one scene from Avatar when they're in the desert. You just see them come out in a line after hearing very loud buzzing from the other room.
Uh-huh.
Big menacing, like bee-drill sized wasps.
God.
Prepped and ready to go.
Yeah. And that is it for the west.
Oh.
Well, they cannot do anything because they took the action to dash.
Wow.
4, 5, 6. And Julia will use her action to yell to this guy. Like, she'll look around, look and be, I think it's about time you surrender. She snaps her fingers, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing the same spell. I'm just checking real quick. Yes, she's just gonna put another Otilux Resilient Sphere, and she's just gonna trap him inside of this one.
You get him, sister. Hey, sister, go, sister.
And on his turn, I don't even think they can roll the strength save. I don't think he has a high enough strength to
Not with that
actually
attitude,
break
he
out of
doesn't.
it. I'm sorry, I need to check the chat. When you take the attack action, let a melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack different. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage bonus to the attack unless that modifier is negative. So it's either thrown has thrown property, you can make it throw up instead of making a melee attack with it.
It's still not considered an attack action.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
doesn't
just you
sound
make
like
a
it's its
bonus.
own attack action.
No, it's
just
it,
an extra.
this one. Yeah, it literally just specifically states bonus action. So I would say that you get the 3. Or not that you get 3. That you get your extra attack only affects your main hand attack, not your second hand.
Yeah, I've just finished. I've actually just did a bit of stuff. It's so the extra attack will add on top of the other one. The bonus action isn't so much a extra attack action,
Yeah.
but just the extra swing.
Yep.
You went entirely robot onto that, but I caught the gist of it, and it's basically what we all have just like kind of confirmed. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Oh, good.
Julia's turn.
You
I
learn
suppose
something
there
new every day.
Mhm.
Anything specific you want to do? Idaho?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. What's this bubble? Sorry.
Oh, she walked up to this guy, looked at all the corpses in the room and how many of you are here. Said to him that I think it's best that you, surrender, and she trapped him in a bubble, like into a Ochalus resilience sphere. The same thing that she used to protect Persephone.
Otherwise, I don't think I can do anything because that's just a bubble. Has the other people ran away from the manor?
Everyone else has. There's just this one dude that Rain is chasing.
Because that's what Rain does.
Okay.
He started running.
Okay, I'll let you know right now. I'm gonna do some chase action once.
You're prepping to dash after the guy if the bubble drops.
Not this bubble. The people who left the manor.
Trust me, you won't need to worry about it.
What? I can't help out too, man.
Let him do what he wants, Andrew.
I'm just saying you won't need to worry about it. You
So
can
you're gonna
still do
start-
whatever you want.
You're gonna start chasing.
That's the plan. So I just have to move there, take a dash.
Hey,
Five.
sister, go, sister.
That's my dash.
Yeah, you dash and you jump straight through the sigil into the well.
Oh, that's the well. Okay, I thought it was the symbol.
Or not well, little fountain in the plaza.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'll
for
just
everyone else
gladly
it's about ankle deep. For you, you're about like up to your knees in water.
Yep, it's like, I thought it was a pool, man.
For you, it is.
For you, it is.
Okay, don't really want to drop my whip at the moment, but I guess it's a safe place here. Drop it in the pool and pull out my crossbow.
Okay,
That's my turn.
no problem. Tadar, do you have anything planned that you want to do specifically? I'm mainly just checking if anyone has anything specific that they want to do. If not, I'm retroactively like ending the combat here.
I'm just gonna hold an action for if this guy manages to get out, or if we decide to let him out.
Yeah, your smite is still active on your sword. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go through.
I wasn't really doing anything.
Prep what you were getting ready to do. Actually, because you guys are chasing. Let's see. Does this guy even have enough movement to get out? I mean, like he does. Rain can very easily catch up to him.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's see if he breaks contact with me first.
No, he would. He would use his action to disengage, and then he would start running.
Oh,
But you would just catch up to him and kill him.
yes.
So like we're just gonna run through that, and he disengages. He runs all the way out here. Because you guys have your prep things that you want to.
I was gonna move outside of the just to catch Rain, or not catch him, but be in eyesight of him. Really, if I'm able to just move out there.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm letting you guys kind of like set up all the stuff that you
Basically.
have prepped.
yeah.
Because like this one dude who's running away is the last person.
Well, that was
Correct.
people who left the manor.
Praxis,
The two people who left the manor
Just-
they like
Wait.
actually managed to get away.
They've disappeared.
They watched 6 of their friends die in 12 seconds and decided they wanted no.
I'm just saying.
started running when they saw the first 3 drop, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Within like 3 seconds.
Well, Ranger, you want to help me chase them down after this?
Chase. I put both my scimitars down and I pull out my longbow.
I got my crossbow in hand.
Oh boy. Okay, roll your projectiles against them. Hits. Well, not with advantage, so the 13 misses.
The 13. Yeah.
Well, you have extra attack, so you get to roll again. Or is it extra attack melee?
It's just whenever I
You can
take the attack action.
Yep. So you can roll again. Or do you want to just use the second roll from your first? Okay, either way that hits. Roll damage. 13. Okay, and Idaho, roll your.
I missed.
That did miss. He's limping away.
I shoot him again.
Let him think about what he's done, brother.
He'll die of infection in no time.
I was just gonna chase him down. I don't know what you're.
Well, no, the thing is, his bow can reach all the way out there. So yeah, he
Oh, I
gets
know.
like,
Yeah.
Look at mine too. But...
yeah, he
Yeah.
gets like a good
Yeah.
bit down the castle road, and you just arrow right into his back. And that is.
I looked at it. It's like a good shot.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't pull this thing out as much as I should, but still rather handy with it.
Indeed.
Couldn't shoot too badly inside.
I gotta make this thing lighter. I think I might gotta get those one-handed ones.
Do you want to try this? And I hand him out my longbow.
It's too big for me, man. Thank you, though.
I shrug. Fling it, pick up my weapons.
Yeah, I
Look
think
back
that
in.
bow is bigger than my body, man. I can't help you.
It's not a gnomish longbow.
So
You need-
are
you
we
need a short
in
bow?
initiative still?
No, we are no longer in initiative.
They were just chasing some guys that were running away.
I'm
Atlas?
just moving
Yes,
his
sorry.
forces into the corner.
If I may, can Atlas check on his mother?
Yes.
Yes, the phone.
She is still unconscious. Julia, after trapping this guy, will walk back into the room.
I
What's
will.
what's my ailment?
I will walk in and I'll just pat the barrier with the weapon to see what sound it makes.
It makes like a kind of like, you know the sound that like the thin sheet metal makes when you like warble it?
Yep.
That.
Fancy.
That, but add like a little bit of like an arcane flair to it.
Hey, Six, strike up a tune, and I start going to wobble, 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 wobble.
Julia will come in. She will lower the sphere.
Atlas is gonna scoop his mother in his arms.
Yeah. Are you gonna hold her? Are you like laying her down somewhere, or what's happening?
Yeah, he's gonna bring her to the bed.
So she's laying in bed.
Yeah.
Julia will sit next to her, and she's going to she's gonna cast scrying to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, what's this ailment on me, by the way?
Oh no, that's not an ailment. That's a marking for bardic inspiration.
Oh, cool. Got it.
Julia is gonna cast scrying.
Atlas is gonna kind of lean into Julie, and he's gonna whisper in her ear, I believe Giles might be behind this, and he's gonna pass the letter. Do you know where our 2 other brothers? Where is
She-
Penelope?
She holds up her finger. You see her eyes go in this like brilliant orange glow. The
Yes.
paper begins ruffling. An aura from it wraps around her hand down to the other, like down her other arm, towards the one that's like on your mother's forehead. And she sees that your mother is just under the effect of the sleep spell.
Okay.
As far as she can tell. From people related to her, she, like, in a quick flash, she sees your brothers are in the manor. Your brothers are in the manor, sitting in Guy's room.
Fuck. Atlas is going to bolt to Gaius' room.
Yeah, no problem. You would know that Gaius' room is actually exactly opposite to where you are now. So where you're in the top left corner, Gaius' room would be in the top right.
Yeah, Yeah, Atlas is gonna make his way over there.
Julia will nod to you. She hands you a letter. She's like, take this with you. I'm
Of
going to
course.
keep an eye on Mother.
Atlas kisses her on the cheek quickly, and then he runs.
Yeah, no problem. Anyone else have anything they're doing real quick?
I'm just leaning up against the wall, just watching Atlas. Like, if he likes running past like through here,
Yeah, you
Where's-
see liquid panic in his eyes.
I'm just kind of like watching him.
I want to check the bodies, the dead ones.
Yeah, no problem. Mentally, Julia's just she's going to use her ability to just like move the sphere over here, and she's gonna keep it in the other side of the room, keeping track there. The other side of the bodies, Weavers. Just have to pull up what they had. So they have crossbows. They have shark tooth longswords on them.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Like Applebee's.
Can I take the crossbow so I get my max out?
Oh, taking their bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think till I get
um,
20 in my inventory again. Woohoo!
Yeah. The
I'm
shark
finally down to
longsword,
22.
Like how serrated it is, it looks like it just straight tears through armor. Like it can will shred skin if it makes contact. Other than that, they don't really have much on them. They are holding shields.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no information on these fellows. Not sure what the story is.
Why don't you ask our why don't we ask our scurrying friend whenever he returns?
Yeah, Atlas, you dart into the room.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can follow if you want, but you see, man, like, Atlas is on a mission.
Yeah. So you know that if to get to Gaius's room, because you've lived here your entire life, would
Yep.
be all the way to here.
Atlas will make his way over there. Making my way downtown.
Yeah. You see Rufio kind of sat against the wall, hands in his hair, Flavius pinching the bridge of his nose, and a closed book on the table as you walk.
Atlas is going to run in, he's gonna, slam the note, and he's going to go, "You were aware our mother was unconscious on the other side of the manor."
What did you want us to do?
Atlas is bewildered. He's blinking.
What did you want us to do?
Is it a rhetorical question? I'm sorry, did you lose your sense of sight?
I'm sorry, do you want entire cults coming after us?
Brother. I don't know if you know, but he's kinda dead.
Flavius will pick up the book in front of him. He will toss it to you. He goes, read this, and then check your thoughts.
Atlas is going to read it. You have both lost your minds. Mother unconscious in the other room, and you are sitting here. Oh shit! Can anyone else read this, or just me?
Well, I showed it to everyone, but
Okay.
you specifically are the one that this journal is being given to.
Oh fuck!
I'm sure you can give me the Cliff Notes version. I'm not reading it.
That's fine.
You can watch YouTube later.
I will
Flavius
give
and
my
Rufio
topic
will
deal.
look at you. They're like, "Are you done?
Atlas, can I gather?
This is bigger than each and every one of us. This isn't just a quick raid on our house. Gaius involved himself in something big."
Can I gather, because Atlas was since a child, he was blessed by Volpes, so he was flaunting his powers when he was just a child.
Yeah, Gaius was never blessed like you were. He was always envious of your
When
abilities.
when was this journal entry?
Which one? The day one?
Yeah.
The day one journal entry was a couple of months ago when you were first. Gaius had set out on his first, his first political excursion where he was actually leaving Waterdeep to go talk politics with members of other cities, and you were gearing up to get ready to go dispel cult activity at the request of your parents.
Got it. Okay, great.
So it was
Atlas-
kind of like you were both leaving at the same time. You both had your own business. You didn't really concern yourself with the others. You were just kind of like, you have your stuff to do, I have my stuff to do. Let's get it done.
This is gonna close the book, and he's gonna look at them, and he's going to say, "So what are we to do?"
We need to hunt down Gaius. For starters.
It's just like he's
Gaius is dangerous. You
Yeah,
really...
brother, of course he is
Look,
dangerous. Look at
let
him.
me-
Look at what he has done.
Yeah,
What
let me
happened
specifically...
to a family? We surround our people with strangers. Whose idea was it to get rid of the old gods?
It wasn't to get...
Where is our
It was
family
no
at?
one's idea to get rid of the old gods. Clearly, Gaius doesn't care about his family anymore. All he seeks is power, political
Walk in here and I'm greeted with strangers. What happened to old man Nixon who used to greet us?
I don't know. We've been off at boot
okay.
camps in different...
Atlas is going to close his book. He's going to say, "Here's what we are going to do." And by we, I mean you. And Atlas points a finger at two of his older brothers. And if he is standing as tall and straight as he can, and he's going to say, "You are going to get this house back under order. Father is gone. I will go find him. You will repopulate this manor with our family, with the people that we were raised with." Am I understood?
You see kind of Flavius kind of sits down, sinks back into his chair. Rufio kind of gives you an understood, Dad. A
Yeah,
very
man.
sarcastic, whatever.
I will go find Father. I will fix this bastard you will both put off. Sitting here. Can't believe it. Let's
Do you
go
do you
take the
exit the room?
He's going to, as he's going to leave the room, he's going to take a deep breath and he's going to
Guys,
turn back
this
to his
is-
brothers and he's
jeez.
going to
I don't know.
say,
I don't know about Atlas.
I love you both dearly. I did not mean to yell. This is
Oh,
all very
Atlas.
stressful and
Atlas,
to me, and
Atlas,
it's not
Atlas.
fair for me to yell at you.
No, I get that you're worried about Mother and Father, and Gaius too. Although he's gotten himself mixed up in something big, he's still our brother, and I get that you care about him.
In some way I do, but he is still a prick.
This goes far beyond prick.
Yes.
This is borderline-
Atlas.
he wants to summon a prime elemental into a mostly peaceful world when it comes to the elements. Do you know what kind of havoc that would cause?
No, brother. If you have.
And he's
The thing
working
is,
with...
over my travels, I have met some extraordinary individuals. If it is in my opinion, I would fear the companions I travel with more than any primordial evil. They are all exceedingly formidable, and they have saved my life more than once. This is a lot to take in. I need some time. Goodbye, brothers. And Atlas will go up both of his brothers and give them kisses on the cheek, and then he'll leave the room.
Okay, before you exit the... So, you exit the... you exit the bedroom.
Yeah.
And you end up in, the little study outside. You move into here. The doors slam shut. And roll a perception check.
Oh, fuck. This doesn't look good. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy.
You see see a small ethereal fox sitting in the corner.
Atlas.
It's not good
Shit.
at all.
This is bad. Oh, shit. Atlas is going to stop, and his heart is going to start beating in his chest a little faster than normal. Are all the doors closed?
Yes.
Atlas is going to slowly turn, swallowing deeply as he looks at the fox. Is he hostile?
No, you recognize this to be
Volpez, yeah.
the same aspect of Volpez that has appeared to your father on numerous occasions.
Well, Atlas immediately, he bows and gets on his knees as a sign of respect. By the way, Atlas has never bowed to anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
Volpez will walk up, use one of the trails coming off of their tail to
Right?
stand you back up and be like, no, that's not what we're here
Yeah.
for. We're not here for pleasantries. We are here
Whew.
because my devotees were taken.
You're,
I imagine you can see how that poses an issue.
this is an issue. Can I say what he means by devotees? Do I assume he means the people in this manor, like my dad?
Yeah, no, the people that worship Volpez. Is just what he
Okay.
means.
Got it. Yes. All right.
In this specific instance, you can infer that he's talking about your dad, given everything you just read. But just in general, he's like, yeah, no, my devotees have been taken. You can see how this causes an issue.
This is an issue. If you didn't want the devotees taken, it would be why when you stop this? My mother is unconscious on the other side of the manor. Did you just assume I would come here and save the day? What if I die?
Volpes, as a magical surge, launches forward from their
Oh,
paw. They
shit.
slam their paw down, snarl at you. They're like, do not question what I have come to do. It is much more complex than that.
Liz will back away, visibly scared.
Volpes will gesture to the book in your possession. I imagine you read the name in there.
Of course.
Much of this knowledge has been lost to the family because it hasn't been prevalent. Folos is the other half to my coin.
Who's the other half? Can you spell that in chat for me, please?
Oh no, Folos is just the other half to Volpes and Folos are two halves of the same coin.
Oh, I see.
They are two halves of a whole god, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Folos and I were split. We were originally overall a god of trickery and connivingness and all of that. We split over a disagreement involving whether or not your family should be blessed. I only have dominion over based trickery.
Oh, you need to step it up on your water.
State. Folos is the god of shadows.
What would you have me do, Volpez?
Your brother has turned to a half of myself that lives solely to manipulate others. Do you see why him killing
Shit.
one of my most fervent devotees would be an issue?
Yes, I do see. But I assume you are of the opinion that kill first, ask questions later.
My main point is,
Must I kill Giles?
do you still see him as your brother after what he's done?
Atlas doesn't answer. He just kind of looks at the ground, thinking.
Volpes kind of stands up and saunters across the room. Sits near the wall. That's a question that you're going to have to keep on your mind.
So be it. I will do your will, Volpez.
Yes, you will, as your father has many times. Do not worry. If you do well, I will continue to have you enact my will. Not in negative ways. I will continue to have you enact my will in the way that your father has in the past.
His eyes light up.
Volpez throws up one of the tendrils of the tail. Provided
Yep.
you complete the task. You must track and destroy Caius. Whether you consider him a brother or not, that is up to you. But he cannot be allowed to continue what he's doing. And when it comes to Folos, I will assist you when the time comes. I'm not expecting a mortal to take on a god.
Insight, Volpez. Because Dad's talked about him, and even Dad was afraid of him.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right. Insight. Fuck.
It's just not really trying to see. Just flat.
What are you trying to say, James? I didn't hear you.
You don't detect any lie from Volpes or anything like that. Volpes is concerned with the well-being of their followers, the well-being of those who have served them faithfully in the past.
Fair enough. Atlas will walk up. He will bow his head to Volpez and say, "I will do your will."
Volpes will nod and just kind of vanish in an ethereal smoke.
Yeah. Atlas is gonna swallow, blink away the fear in his eyes, and go and back to his companions.
Yeah, the doors open back up, and Flavius and Rufio kind of peek their head out, and they're like, "What?"
It's not that sport. I was just talking to myself. Yeah, Atlas just keeps walking. Goodbye. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Ta-ta, I said.
Okay.
He just keeps walking.
Alright, anything else have anything they want to do, or do we want to take a break right now, since combat is over and we just kind of got rid of the heavy lore?
Yeah, breaks.
Yeah, we can do a break.
Five
Take a look
minutes.
at
We can do a break, yeah.
It's kind of getting around that time. I know
Yep.
most of you haven't really done anything because this is a very,
Lots of roleplay, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
I was
very,
doing a lot of stuff. Just
it's
Yeah.
a very Atlas right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
Okay,
Cool.
I'll be back.
Guys, you heard them. 10-minute break. So we will. Yeah, we're just gonna go on a quick break. So enjoy music. Hang out. Yeah. So we will be back shortly. guys, we are just getting back from break. So yeah, we're going to hop back in and continue. So let's go.
I found out that I can parking and admission. I can get into any and all state parks for free forever.
Ain't it?
All state
Ain't it
parks-
great?
There's some good programs.
Nope.
Like that.
No, paid parking and some places have paid admission.
Uh-huh.
Because I have diagnosed autism and ADHD,
No.
which also lets me get a pass. Because of ADHD, also lets me get a pass to skip lines at Disney.
Who wants to go to Disney anyways?
No, I don't go to Disney, but I can skip the lines if I ever do, and that's what matters.
Plus, that's kind of worth it, man. Go there right now.
I've been to both of them.
It's the
I don't need to go again.
anniversary at Disney World.
I haven't been there since I was 8 years old.
I was there for the 50th.
At what time you were diagnosed?
Or something.
Oh, I was
25th?
diagnosed in like 4th grade.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, no, I've had it diagnosed for a hot minute.
And you're like high. What do you call it?
Low needs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't need assistance really.
What do you call it? Like those people that they're have autism, but they are very just what do you call it? High.
Typically, people say high functioning. A lot of people
High
don't like
functioning.
that. A lot of people don't like that because it implies that people who are quote low functioning autistic people cannot function in society, which they can. They just need some accommodations.
Yeah.
So people have just taken to saying like higher or lesser needs now,
I think
For, like-
functioning does better
like based on
than
their
needs.
accommodation.
Yeah.
All right, is everyone back?
Yeah.
Cool. So Mark goes back into the room with everyone.
Yeah.
Mark, when you go back into the room, you see on the other side of the house, Julia and Persephone, very groggy, splitting headache, like kind of like Julia's like propping her up, appears from the doorway as well.
Okay. Atlas obviously rushes to his mother to see if she's okay.
Mama.
She pats you on the shoulder. Hey, sure.
I just killed a man.
Did you put a gun against his head? Pulled your trigger till he's dead.
What's a gun? What is a gun?
I'm sorry. Yeah. What's
Life
going
has
on with
just.
it? No, it's just going along with the joke. I didn't say that in game. Is he okay?
Yeah. As far as you can tell, she's all right.
What happened? Do you know who he was, Mother? I didn't bother sticking around asking questions.
No, everything happened very fast. He showed up, and very quickly I was asleep. Your father was imprisoned in a sphere and taken away.
Yes, Mother. I'm gonna need you to sit down for. You're gonna want to sit down. Atlas will like take her hand gingerly and like a hand on her shoulder, kind of like guide her to a chair.
Yeah, Julia sits next to your mother.
Trios is a traitor. I don't know how else to put this delicately, Mother.
I am assuming you show her the journal.
Oh yeah, he throws her the journal and he's like looking her straight in the eye.
Everyone's around here. You guys all also just hear what's in the journal as well. The name Folos does pertain to you, Tadar. This is a name that you have heard in the past.
I am keeping close tabs on this whole thing.
Do I notice like what's Tadar looking like? Like Atlas is focused on his mother, but if Atlas like look at Tadar,
If Tadar is trying to hide his reaction, you can try to roll insight. If Tadar's not, you guys can roleplay it amongst yourselves. I don't know how Tadar is.
Always interesting.
I think I will keep it to myself for a while. Just a deception.
yeah,
to
Atlas
insight.
will he'll like glance at you to like he just knows you're there, and then he'll like go back looking at his mother.
By now, the wasps are dispelled, right?
It should
It's
be.
yeah, I'm not concentrating anymore. Well, yeah, yeah. Click on.
No wasps.
No wasp. I just sit down.
Thanks.
slowly,
That
murmuring to myself and singing.
that buzzing was getting about as annoying as Atlas.
Yeah, Penelope, or not Penelope, Persephone has to sit there. She has to take a couple of minutes. She's like trying to wrap her head around everything. In the meantime, Julia looks up at you and she's like, I sent word to Penelope. She's working on fortifications on the outer wall and has been. She knows that everything is stable here.
Wonderful.
I've informed her of everything I know.
Sister, I must interrupt you. I've already spoken to Gaius and Flavius, and they have agreed to hire better guards, faithful guards for us. I don't know how the hell did this slip? Look at Paul. Look at like Atlas will like point to the bodies, and he's going to go like, sister. I don't know if you've noticed, but my companions are exceedingly formidable. This will not stand. I didn't mean to raise my voice at you. I am sorry, Julia.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You're understandably frustrated. The house is taken over by cultists.
So as it happens, sometimes it's a leak in the roof, and sometimes it's a bunch of cultists.
Yeah, appropriate response.
Yeah, of course.
I'm frustrated. I'm happy that there's already people that are restaffing non-cultists as our guard.
I cannot ask these folk to risk their lives for my family's name. I would see it that they are compensated. I would like, Mother, if you could write them a contract for their services.
Your mom begins drafting a contract.
Atlas is going to sit at the table, and whoever wants to represent the group can negotiate a contract for the rest of everyone.
I just look at Six. You can negotiate on my behalf.
Julia will say, I will be right back. She will gesture to the one trapped in the orphanage. I'm going to take him to the authorities so that they know cultic activity going on in Water.
That is most wise, Julia. I will be here with Mother.
She waves her hand towards the far wall. A wall of light will appear, and she will step on through and take
Atlas is going to sit at the table, and he's kind of going to like take his elbows and drop them on the table, and fold his arms together and rest his chin on his clasped hands.
Dix is gonna sit at the table, but he will kick his feet up and kind of lean back in the chair.
I'm leaning against the wall.
I walk up next. Oh, sorry. I walk up next to Didar and says, "Do you want to be part of these negotiations, man? Aren't you part of the noble stuff?"
Frankly, this is my task. As long as we're getting paid something, I'm willing to sign. It may be better somebody more greedy take that negotiation. Out of character. Tidar thinks many of his party members have unsatiable wealth, but he doesn't want to say it.
Yeah. He's probably looking at like Six and Atlas with disgust.
Prax is clueless to what is happening, and
So-
she's still wanting to herself like,
Persephone gets like the beginning of the contract drafted up. I, Persephone Sinclair, hereby state that any and all participating peoples in the aid of the Sinclair family against cult activity shall be rewarded with that's where it is right
This is
now.
going my family is exceedingly wealthy, yeah? Like,
one of the
say-
most prominent families in Waterdeep.
Yeah, Atlas is going to look at them and he's going to say, upon completion of your services, the Sinclair family will render 500 gold each upon you.
What? 500 gold? That's cheap of you, man.
Atlas is kind of like snap his eyes to you, and like this is the point of negotiations.
You know you can do better than that.
About to say, how about a deed
So
to
you
one
have
of
to
your
make a
deed
case
to one of
for
your
it.
lands?
Atlas is slowly gonna. Are you negotiating for the rest of the group, Mr. Lones?
I'm just putting my input. Sorry, I don't know what the rest of the group requires.
I'm typing in the final lines of negotiation as we're going. I'm making a note so we can keep it. I'm making a handout that I'm going to share with all of you, just labeled Sinclair contract. So Atlas's offer is 500 gold per person. Now
500 gold per person isn't a bad deal if you throw on a favor to be provided at an undisclosed time in the future.
What kind of favor?
Whatever favor it would have to be.
It's not. That is not how I roll, sport.
I'm not negotiating with you. I'm negotiating with the family.
I am the family.
Persephone will
I
look up-
see more than just one of you.
She will look up. She's like, although there are two of us at the table, there are four of us in this household. Atlas, were you proposing 500 gold per person as a total, or 500 gold per stronghold?
What does that mean? Can you above game? What does per stronghold mean?
Per like
Per cult.
area with suspected cult activity cleared out and confirmed with cult activity. Like if you confirm that there's cult activity there and cleared out like per stronghold or like just in general.
Now the stronghold seems a little bit more.
Atlas is gonna be
Ideal.
reflect on it, and he's going to say the stronghold seems more reasonable. They are risking life and limb for money. I feel it is appropriate to compensate them as such.
Counter offer, at least on my part.
What kind of land do you want, Mr. Lones?
Actually, I don't quite require land. Is just anything of. I don't say magical items. Anything of worth and value we find, you will have to give it to me, or you have to donate it to one of the local display art
Museums?
You're like above game. You're specifying like objects of historical value, not just like objects of monetary value.
Correct.
So
Okay.
a magical item that would help us with our quest is going to be in a museum? Or is it like something we can negotiate on the fly, or is it like your way or the highway?
We can negotiate, but if we suspect that all cult activity has been taken care of, then you must give all that stuff to the museum/exhibits.
Six kind of chuckles under his breath.
Yeah, Atlas is kind of gonna look at the rest of the group and he goes, I cannot make that decision on behalf of the rest of the group. Any magical items we, and Atlas emphasizes we find, will be divvied up amongst the group evenly and equally. If, for example, Mr. Six Thunder over here finds a magical object to his liking, would you ask him to hand it over to you, or is it just exclusively something I have to do?
A combination. If
Would be
nobody
something you would have
desires
to-
the object, then I will happily take it. And
I think
in
that's
another
fairly
com-
unfair I mean, considering the fact that you're going to be ending up with all the quote-unquote magical items.
Secondly, let's try this. Secondly, you guys. I'm trying to figure out a way to best make this work all of us. Sorry.
This of any item of historical value at the end of whatever this is will be relegated upon to you for your property, of which you can do whatever you wish. Any magical items are the property of whoever finds that item, and if there is no ownership over said item, can be provided to the person with the most use for it, regardless.
What happens if we counter an item that qualifies under both?
And we come to those situations where we need to.
We'll say this, Mr. Lones.
Well, here's the thing. He's trying to say, okay, I just also say, I don't want these items for myself. I kind of want them just to be.
You see them, yeah, we get
Yep.
it.
Tell us stories for the people to show our past.
I appreciate your love of history, Idaho.
We reserve the right to refuse for personal items. We won't surrender afterwards. Yeah, we won't surrender what we have afterwards unless we determine that, yeah, sure, have it.
Well, that's the thing there. It's like, if that's the case, then there's. I'm just thinking. How about this? At the end of everything, all a request is just, if you guys did find anything, multiple stuff, just one item from each of you. That's all.
Oh, put it this way, Mr. Lones. Any historical item that has no magical value or magical properties, I should say, will go to you without question, without conflict. However, any magical items that have no historical properties but magical properties will be distributed amongst the party members that it would be suitable for. Such an example, a holy relic that would enhance Tedar's magical abilities.
I understand.
Upon finding a magical item with historical properties, upon completion of our quest, I, Atlas Sinclair, will divvy up my share of the magical historical items that you need. I cannot make this promise on behalf of the rest of the group. You understand, don't you?
I understand, Mr. Sinclair.
Persephone will speak up and she'll point it to her and she goes, that amulet around your neck is one of Julia's amulets of the devout, is it not?
Yes, it's served well.
So you should know that amulets of the devout are typically amulets that were held by some of the first followers of their respective gods. That would be an example of what falls under both a historical and a magical clause. So then the question should be, if it very obviously serves of use to Tadar, should it be something that he is allowed to hold on to, or should it be in a maybe religious museum?
Should be something that each of these group members fulfill, Mother. I have already pledged my promise to Mr. Lones.
I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of the best course of action here.
This is actually super fun.
I know. I'm trying.
Yeah, this is the first time we've really done contract negotiation in D&D.
It's really fun.
Mhm.
I'm having a good time.
Welcome to litigation. It's actually the best
no
part.
kidding.
I will say. Like, I'm not trying to be greedy at the same time. I'm just
time, Felix.
Thank you.
Am I using a video game scroll asset to represent a picture of the contract? Mayhaps.
I mean, why not?
I don't mind.
Because it's a 3D render. It's
Why
a
not?
3D like RuneScape render.
I love it.
That's awesome. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Oh, this
When
is
it comes
great.
to these magical historical items,
Magical historical items should, if they are still of use to the individual, and if the individual doesn't want to give it up, then they should stay with him. If that, or him or her, if they
I will say
feel like that they don't, if they feel like they don't need it anymore, then they could potentially give it up, depending on what
okay,
he wants
here's
to
my
do.
suggestion. They can keep the item. However, in their will, I want them to write in their will at the end of the day, if they ever pass away, they should have those items be donated to the museums.
Oh, this is interesting. Atlas like smirks as he leans back in his chair.
That's not happening.
Wow, you are dead. What more does your corpse need?
My partnership with you guys are up at the end of this contract. I don't plan on. I can't speak much for Six, but I'm pretty
I'm
much
sure
sure that
he
Six
says
is
that's
sticking
okay.
around for much the same as well.
I'm
That we
sorry,
will not be.
Mr. Rain and Summer, I must interrupt you politely. What I assume Mr. Bones is trying to say is, during the course of this adventure, if you hadn't passed away, I'm sure he's not looking to ransack your corpse 30 years after this is all said and done.
Yeah, that.
What?
Like, I can't imagine you'll need these items in your next life.
I've made a promise for certain items. If I find those, whether I die or not, these items will be turned to who they've been promised to.
Matter, what aren't most historical items? Isn't everything historical in some sense or word?
Technically is, but the DM's wording it sometimes, so I'm trying to play with it.
By the term historical, we're going based on what is defined as historical in his archaeologist background, which I believe is 50 to 100 years or more.
Okay.
So like freshly created magical items, like stuff that like
Julia's
Penelope
not
create,
gonna
like
count.
Penelope and Julia like collaborate to create or stuff like that would not fall under that clause. But say like, you know, the ring of fire resistance that you found on that rotting corpse might.
I see.
It's hard. It's also hard to gauge the age of magical items because they don't really decay over time the way that normal items do. So if it was like a regular ring, you would be able to tell like its year based on how much like wear, tear, and rust and stuff is on it. But because it's magical, it doesn't really degrade like that.
Yep.
Got it.
So it becomes more of like who can like what mage or like artificer can identify how long this magical item has been a thing.
So now your counterpoint is that you yourself is searching items for basically clients.
Six's counterpoint is that
We're
the
reading
items that he is
symbols.
looking for, like specifically the one that he is holding that has been promised to Lurik, and like any other ones that may occur, he is going to prioritize giving those to those people as opposed to the ones in his possession.
Who set up giving this thing back to Lurik?
No, I never said. I'm saying
I know.
No, I'm saying the ones that you promised.
The
However,
things that I
if
have
he-
promised.
However, if those are managed to get to said people, like if said items are managed to get to said people before Six dies, those fall outside of the clause that Idaho is presenting. The clause that Idaho is presenting is ones that are within the ownership of the person dying upon the moment of death.
Yep.
So, Lawrence, I will say, this is awfully presumptuous of you to assume you may take the items of anybody here once they have passed.
He's not. Idaho has
I
said on
don't
multiple
want- I'm
occasions
not-
that he's not the one taking them.
Oh, the
Okay,
museum.
like you put a will to
the
donate
museum.
to. Like,
They'll be
What I
donated.
specifically typed was because I'm also like indenting like what is related to what. So the first part is Idaho proposes that any/all items of magical and historical value be donated to museums. Parentheses can be discussed to when and where. Rain proposes that any items of historical value be handed over to Idaho for safekeeping until handed to a museum, and any items of magical/monetary value be handed to the person who should gain the most value of it. Can be discussed as to what happens when it falls under both clauses, and in response to that, Idaho presents that as a result, in a person's will, they should donate all items of historical/magical value to a museum. I need you to type items of historical magical value in that person's ownership to a museum.
Yep, that is my offer on my table. Do you have any problems with that, Sir Rain?
This is what I've been like actively typing everything that's been going, like all the points that are being made, so that we can all like refer to it in the future.
I understand. I know Rain has a problem with this. Is there any objections to this?
What was the last one?
The last one was, in response to yours, Rain, Idaho presents that as a result, in a person's will, they should donate all items of historical/magical value in that person's ownership at the time of death to a museum. So, like, if you have magical items that you want to give someone, give it to them before you die, and it is excluded from that clause.
I will any magical items to the first person who grabs some of my corpse. That is my will.
This is acceptable for me, Mr. Lones. Is this acceptable for you?
I kind of look at him and he's like, what?
It does take magical off of the table of your clause, but historical still stands.
I have no
Rain
use
is
for
not
straight.
He is of the opinion that finders keepers loses weavers.
Right?
I have no use for.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
the dead don't have any use for magical
ideologically-
items.
Yeah, ideologically, me and Idaho are complete opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're doing that, then I want you to write in your will where you like to get buried.
It's not necessary. This is a contract for the services to the Sinclair family.
Oh, true. True. Sorry.
Yes.
This is
And I'm sure that
I will put in parentheses at the top, while in service of the Sinclair family. So if the contract is completed and then you die after the fact, all clauses are null and void. If you die while in service of the Sinclair family, then these clauses take effect.
And I'm sure that in terms of my demise, that Six will take appropriate arrangements.
This is Atlas
Oh,
nods. Like,
I kind of bow in my chair.
have we all agreed on the items at least?
Idaho will say he will agree. Only question at this point is, what do we talk about, gems and money, or is that just fine up for grabs?
Oh, I believe it was 500 per person.
Oh, no,
Per
he's talking
settlement.
about payment. He's talking about stuff that you find in
Oh.
strongholds or dungeons along the way. Is it up for grabs, like whoever finds it keeps it, or is it split equally amongst
Mr. Lones, Atlas will kind of like stand in his chair a little straighter and he'll like spread his arms open with open hands. As we have done so far, any loot we have found, we have divvied up equally amongst each other. I do not see for this a reason this should not change. It is fair and it is equitable.
Okay. Divided equally among each other. That is perfectly fine as me. Does anyone have any objections to that? I look at Prax, I look at Tidar. I look at everybody on the other side of this table who is not speaking much.
So far, Atlas has looked at like the people who shouldn't trust Rain and Summer and Six Thunder have been very. They have not stolen, so he has no reason to distrust anyone in this group.
Very true.
So far, we've just squabbled over shiny rocks like gremlins. This is all amenable.
Okay.
So, just to clarify, the part that was agreed upon, that was while in service of the Sinclair family, Idaho's last thing of historical/magical value takes effect.
Well, roll his eyes and go like anything to get this contract signed.
As that little like last little bit is being discussed, on the table in front of like kind of between the on our side, you see like I cast minor illusion, and you guys see a like a small pile of gold just gets separated, you know, like 6 parts, 6 ways.
These corpses with her as evidence, by the way.
Cool.
So you think there's them all on his shoulder?
Well, no, she has magic. She
joking,
probably
I
like cast
know.
like Bigby's hand or some shit.
Arcane Hoover.
Yep.
I do have one question. During any activities to our trip, does the St. Clair family take any and all responsibility for our actions?
It says no, absolutely not. Mr. Lones, you are a autonomous person with opinions, loves, desires, and hates. If you, for instance, are to commit murder in a town, the St. Clair family will not be responsible for it. We are all autonomous. We are all responsible for our own actions. Of course, if you act in rebellion to the St. Clair cause, you will be in violation of the contract.
So, what is responsibility for the St. Clair family?
Oh, I don't know. At the top of my head, attacking family members of the St. Clair family, attacking guards of the St. Clair family, vandalization of property. I think it's just so it's self-evident, Mr.
He's
Lones.
just trying. He's just trying to
Persephone
make
will
sure we
pipe
don't
up.
stab him back.
Persephone will pipe up in this moment. She's like, Atlas, given you might want to check your wording on that, because given the book we've just read, that might not be able to be upheld with Gaius being an exception.
This is
to,
the
quote,
exception,
the
of
hurt,
course.
well, quote, of the hurt of the Sinclair family.
It is not, because if you notice in the book, Gaius has sworn himself not to be a St. Clair. Under law, he is no longer a St. Clair. You would agree, Mother?
That is fair.
That's what I turn to the rest of the group.
So basically, as long as just to make sure I got this correctly. Okay, basically I'm asking if we do anything that does not involve the St. Clair family, but we do anything crime related for some reason, we can point our fingers to the St. Clair family.
You cannot. Absolutely not.
No fun.
Well,
I don't
also
want
just
to
makes
give
me
him
all
any
the fun.
ideas, or I don't think he will, but he's really asking for
I'm not
incentive
going out of my
to
way
murder us.
deliberately, I'm just trying to think like.
No, this is like legitimate litigation of like the logistics of a contract. This is perfectly fine.
Okay, I was like, okay, if we get in trouble, or somehow, or we find ourselves in prison, or something, what is the Sinclair family going to do for us?
We'll look at his mother, and then he'll look back at Idaho. It would probably depend on why you're in prison. If you're in prison because, for example, let's say a guardsman revealed himself to be a cultist and you slew him in public, and onlookers didn't get the full story, then yes, of course, the Sinclair family would step in.
This sounds like this protects you more than us.
Offer you protection. On the other hand, if you are going around being a murder hobo, killing who you want, then Sinclair family will not grant you absolution.
This definitely sounds like this protects you more than us.
No,
If he kills all 5 of
100%
us
it
to
protects
make us
you
will
guys.
our
Like, if you
magic
guys are
items,
like going around like killing random people, like obviously Atlas doesn't want his family like involved in that shit.
I was thinking the other way around.
No, this is lawful. He does not commit crimes.
Yeah, no, he's lawful evil. So everything, any like quote crime he commits is still within, like, and this is like I've like gone over the logistics of this. Anytime that he might have, any quote crime he's committed has been protected by some clause of city or town law. So like when you guys were killing the cultists in Red Large, they were committing crimes and you were carrying out the act of execution that would have been gone through the trial.
It's like
They
self-defense and
tore a
shit like that.
sinkhole
Yeah,
out
or like
from
they're
your town
attacking you
center.
and you end up killing them out of self-defense. Like that.
Even then, Atlas saw his mother unconscious. There was a coldness over her. Like he was just defending his mother.
Yep.
Defense of family against unwarranted, what is it? Persephone did not consent to being put under
Sleep,
influence
yeah.
of a spell like that. Protecting her was perfectly valid within reason of law. Any quote crime Atlas has committed has still been protected by law of some sort, whether it been dicey or not.
Okay, so Sinclair family won't help us if we get in trouble.
You act like an
What I
idiot.
have written down and what has been confirmed for that section is, since the most recent one, is any/all gems, coin, and loot will be divided equally amongst the party. Kind of goes
And
without saying.
if we are required to do it in the terms the breadth of our mission against these, and it just so happens to go against the law, what'll happen then?
Atlas will look at his mother and he will say, "I will vouch for you." And you
Persephone
can
will look back,
Atlas
she's
looks you
like,
dead in the eye.
Persephone will look back. She goes, "If it is something that is unlawful and they are in the wrong, and you vouch for them, that is unlawful on your part as well. Just so you are aware."
If it is in the service of the Sinclair name, if they are acting as lawful in the contract, I will vouch for them, Mother.
I actually have two more things, and that'd be it for me.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
No problem.
So, what has currently been added and confirmed is any and all gems, coins, and loot will be divided equally amongst the party. Any actions against the Sinclair family can be seen as violation of contract, subject but not limited to betraying the Sinclair family or family members, or hurting Sinclair family members.
Or for that matter, betraying any member of this party.
Well, yeah. I will also add, as well as those under jurisdiction of the contract. A little footnote is Gaius Sinclair has renounced the Sinclair name and is therefore an exception to this clause. The Sinclair family will protect subjects of this contract within reason. Atlas will vouch for those following the contract.
Two things. If I approach somebody under this contract, and I approach somebody who says I am working for House Sinclair, am I allowed to do that? Yes or no?
Don't see why not. Sometimes you may not wish to, in case we are trying to employ subterfuge. But if you are in a tavern and you
Like
are
I say,
trying
I'm a
to
representative of House Sinclair. Can I say that? Yes or no?
use your judgment, Mr. Lones.
Okay, all of us can do that, right?
Yeah, yes, you may.
Okay. Okay, and my second thing, and this is more of a meta thing, just in case. Outside of character, if one of us dies, you need to make a new character. How do you incorporate them into the contract?
Atlas would personally have a conversation with that character. Obviously, this is a bug game. Finders keepers. If Atlas dies, you get to take whatever shit he has on his corpse. He doesn't fucking need it. He's not gonna donate it to some fucking museum.
Thought we had. Okay, so we didn't agree on the museum clause?
What to say? What? Are you back?
Yeah, I thought we were.
I was under the impression that we.
That was going into the contract.
The museum clause
that's
while
okay.
under service.
Yep.
of contract.
Okay, you're right. Okay, sorry, after. Right, so I was confused. Okay, after. Yes, yeah. During our mission, if any one of us dies, our belongings, well, at least Atlas's, I can't speak for the rest of the group. Atlas's belongings, if it's historical, will go to a fucking museum.
Is there any other clause, Atlas specifically, that you want to add upon your death, given that you are a member of the Sinclair family? Is there anything?
He would like his body returned to, this is obvious. He wants his body returned to the castle and buried in the catacombs.
Okay, weird question. Okay. I don't want to metagame all this all night, but weird question. If you die, Atlas Sinclair, what happens to this contract at this point?
It's null and void. You are all released from it.
Do we all agree to that? I asked that questionly.
I
You
shrug.
are all released from it, and you will not receive payment.
Oh, so it's a protection clause.
Oh, Of course, sport. Atlas kind of like
So-
smirks and he like leans back in his chair.
I don't agree with that.
A tough kitty, sport.
I don't agree with this. We are
That's
making
cute.
a contract with the family and not with you. I'd
I
say
am a
if
family.
if we still complete
Persephone will look at you and say, "You are not the only member of the family, Atlas. We have been over this. Cassius
No,
is the head of the house.
is
You are
everyone
the young."
expected to? Is everyone expected to guard?
Yes.
Flavius Gaius? Not Gaius. Sorry. Rufio.
Rufio, Flavius, Julia, and Penelope are all your elders, as well as Cassius, your father, who's presumably still alive, and then I am still here. You are last in line for inheritance when it comes to taking head of the Sinclair house. Do not forget that you are not
You're
the
lying about
family.
this table,
Us as a
mother.
collective are.
the contract should still hold even if you die. If we make any neglect in doing something, then that may favor
So
things
now we're
something
doing,
left or right.
Uber subjective, like lawyery shit.
Oh yeah.
Penelope will suggest a clause, or not Penelope. Persephone will suggest
But
a
if
clause.
if
if-
you're on your own and you do your own stupid shit and you die, it should not be held
This
up.
is Dungeons
accountable.
and Dragons. Fuck. Like, okay, like I'm not gonna write a corporate will, guys. Like, fuck. It's D&D.
Persephone is going to propose a clause that will take place whether Atlas is alive or dead. If anyone is in violation of the clause, the Sinclair family will use all resources to hunt you down. Whether Atlas is alive or dead, anyone who is in violation of this contract will be hunted down by the Sinclair family.
No problem.
Sounds good to me.
Interesting,
Just
but
good to get that off the table.
Okay. Now for my meta commentary. Is it possible to add people into this contract?
Well,
It should always be
God.
possible.
it should be possible, but it should be. Atlas will say negotiations will be done at the Sinclair Castle.
I'd say
Yeah,
if adventurers want to adventure with us as part of our group, they will have to sign the clause. Sorry, they will have to sign the contract.
The contract should be under the observation of no less than one other Sinclair. To make sure it is amendable and it's not just Atlas representing the whole family by himself.
The only reason I bring this up again, just in case any of our characters die, we make a new one. I'm just kind of just.
No, it makes sense.
there's plenty of legal jargon you could use. Just make it like any peoples involved in the service of, and
Mm-hmm.
make it all apply to everyone.
They also have to be conscious of the fact that this contract is there. If they're not aware, we can't just go up to them and say, "All right, sweet, no, that you have to now go hand all this shit back," and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Lark, you're under contract now. You weren't there for it. You have to hand
Lorik
over
is
the
not
loot you
under
just
contract.
earned.
Let me
Nope.
get this straight. Lorik is not under contract. He helped you under the guise that
Yep.
he would, in the future, at an undisclosed time in the future, he would be given back the DOS loot. Or the Fok Luke and Vandal.
Yep.
Not
I
the
would
DOS loot,
never
the Fok
try
Luke and
to
Vandal.
throw our good friend under the bus there.
Is there anything else we are missing in this clause?
I would joke about like health insurance, but I'm not gonna go there.
Canadian sport.
all
insurance
the
is
dental, you know, all the
I know, right? Where's the health? Where's the dental?
Okay, so
If
My-
we're- if
my
we're
union
unable
rep.
if we're unable to render assistance due to the nature of our injuries, we need some monetary compensation.
Okay, everything that has been added since the last time I said is that, if anyone is in violation of the contract, the Sinclair family will use all resources to hunt down those in violation. Idaho proposes that Idaho proposes the question that if the contract members can use their position as a representative in the Sinclair family as a form of sway/persuasion, was agreed upon.
Right.
If Atlas is to die, he wants his body returned to Castle Sinclair to be buried in the catacombs. That was agreed upon.
Which means that you guys have to make sure it gets there.
Yes, Atlas proposes to the group that if he is to die, the whole contract is null and void. That was not agreed upon. 1 second.
Definitely gotta love the
Prax is
legal
very quiet. You got any opinions on this entire business?
legal D&D.
Atlas like slowly turns his gaze to her.
Prax is like
Sorry,
probably like friends.
No, I wasn't done. I'm sorry. I had to step away. I wasn't done. I'm sorry. I had to step away.
Prax is the actual lawyer in the group, and it's like, this isn't gonna work.
The
I
party
love that
presents.
voice.
So the party presents that people should be able to be added to the clause by signing the contract. Atlas argues that if this is to take place, the contract should be signed in the presence of no less than 2 Sinclairs. That part was agreed upon? Question mark.
I agree upon it.
I think
That
one
seems
Sinclair is
fine.
one not good enough. I don't
But
know.
like, so now Atlas has like autonomy. Like, fuck, we just bitched about it earlier.
That's not so much that we had. That's not so much that you had autonomy. It was the fact that you were saying it was null and void upon your death. You are not the only Sinclair, and we are being contracted to the house, not to you.
Yeah,
What
to
we
be
get
fair,
at.
you were trying to do the null and void thing as a personal
So
protection clause.
then only Atlas needs to be around to make sure the contract is Gucci.
Only one Sinclair needs to be around in order to make it fine. In order to make it fine.
There we go. I
Mhm.
will change it to Atlas argues that if this is to take place, the contract should be signed in the presence of a Sinclair.
Yeah.
Does that sound
Alright.
fair to everyone?
Sounds fair to me.
Is that all of everything done on the contract?
Sounds
So
about right.
Does everyone already here have anything they'd like to input?
I've only got one question. Atlas, in his list of protected peoples, included the Sinclair gods. You did not. Is that line included in the contract?
like, you're gonna attack a god?
He's
I'm
asking
considering
if-
my options.
He's asking if, like, above game, Volpes and Folos, you don't know that he knows about Folos. So as far as you're aware, he's just as far as Atlas is aware, he's just asking about Volpes.
Atlas is kind of gonna take his hand and he's gonna finger it around the necklace, and that's in the likeness of his family's patron. And he's going to say, my patron, my family's god is off the table.
Tadar'll still sign. He's got no big issues here.
And to that point, Atlas isn't gonna attack your god, so he just thinks it's fair that if, he's not gonna bother your god, why should you bother his?
And as part of rewards for doing this contract, we will be able to earn a favor from the Sinclairs.
That is not agreed upon. I did
wasn't
not agree
asking
upon
you.
that.
I was not asking you.
Persephone will look to Atlas. She
Atlas will look back to his mother.
She will look to Range. If said favor is someone of the family giving aid within reason, then yes. And by within reason, I mean things that are lawful.
Done.
Okay.
Six will slowly look over at his brother.
This only makes sense to Rain and Summer, correct?
That specifically makes sense to Rain and Summer.
Yeah, everyone gets a favor. Like, that doesn't sound fair. Like, everyone needs a fucking favor now?
I'm not.
I'm just saying, like, it's a
Yeah.
contract for all of you.
Yep.
My favor is that you help me kill your god.
That's
Check
not
state
lawful.
lawyers.
That's not lawful or, like pious or, like, anything.
Specifically, Rain is trying to get to obtain something for part of his background story. That's
Mhm.
what he's trying to do.
Would Mr. Rain and Summer like to discuss what he would like to acquire, or is this just something he'd like to keep to himself? And
He
be
would not.
mysterious and whatnot?
I think
He
they're
would
just
not.
trying to meta commentary like what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, okay.
Rain, if you want to privately message me what it is specifically that you're asking for aid in, I will have my reasoning based off of that.
Yeah.
Or rather,
give
I
me
will
a
have
sec.
I will have Persephone's like insight-based reasoning based off of that.
Yeah.
Does Prax have anything to say about the contract?
Nope, Prax is good.
No inputs, no nothing, or you're just like.
Prax doesn't give a fuck. He's like, this is fair.
Yeah.
It's probably like-
It's like,
litigation because Prax doesn't talk well. And
Prax is like, I get to hang out with all these guys?
Prax, yeah,
Pretty
Prax
much,
doesn't,
yes.
Prax doesn't live in society. Prax has lived in the woods almost exclusively.
Yeah, and she
Yup.
has no idea what like a bunch of this big words means or anything. And
Okay.
She's just, like following the. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, Six knows all this bullshit that's going on.
Okay, I will actually allow Persephone to agree upon Rain's clause because I will label it as one-time use so that it's not being abused.
I'm not asking for more.
No, I know. I'm just putting that in there so that no one can abuse it if the opportunity arises. And I will allow that based on what you quietly messaged me.
Yep.
Because Persephone is desperate for help and retrieval of her husband. So, okay, so that is so far people who have
Does his
agreed to
favor, does his favor hurt the Sinclair family?
Rain proposes that in reward for service of the Sinclair family provides aid to those involved within reason as a one-time use.
Okay, so his favor doesn't hurt the Sinclair family.
His favor does not hurt the Sinclair.
Okay, then he's for it.
Okay, so Persephone, Atlas, Tidar, and Rain have all signed it.
Okay.
Six will close his eyes.
Six will
take a
sign.
deep breath, open his sorry.
I don't ask the Sinclair family, like, what exactly do you guys get out of this? Just help you guys just get rid of the temple people?
Father comes back home.
Cassius is returned home. Cult activity is, like, as a result of the cults being dismantled, cult activity is almost entirely gone in Waterdeep as far as where anyone's aware. This is the only cult active here.
My family is
So
safe.
cult
from
activity
loans.
going down to a zero. The family being whole again, with the exception of Gaius,
I will deal
and
with
no
them.
threat to our patron god. I feel like that is perfectly fair reward for the family.
Okay. Okay, we're trying to clear the hand. Gotcha.
I am Mr. Six Thunder is representing. He's representing the group, isn't he?
I think we're all just kind of working here. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of like working with.
Is representing everyone as a collective, which is why it was a discussion, not really one person
Yep.
representing the group discussing things with Persephone. You guys were
Yep.
all talking amongst yourselves. Okay,
Let's
so
go.
Atlas, Persephone, Tidar, and Rain have signed it. Six, Prax, and Idaho. Do you guys have any objections to signing?
I will sign the contract. Do I have any fancy handwriting stuff? I don't think so.
Six will look at specifically at Idaho, Persephone, Atlas, and then finally at his brother. And then he will sign.
Can I roll my sleight of hand to make it try and look fancy as possible?
You can go ahead. If anyone
Fuck
wants to try to
yeah.
sign fancily, you guys can do that.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I'm gonna try. I'm a cat. Why not?
Idaho's signature is pretty nice.
Okay.
Dexterity check. Or
No,
what's it?
the
Sleight of
sleight
hand?
of hand roll, yeah. Six and Atlas just do the general signature that they've been practicing their entire life.
Yep.
Idaho added a little flair to it. Prax, instead of just signing a handprint, like instead of just like putting ink on your hand and putting it on the paper,
That's
you
exactly what I do.
Actually wrote your name, like you found out how to spell your name in Goblin specifically for this.
Ted Arn's signature blows my mind. It makes I cry.
Yes. Sidar
Yeah.
is like, it's a work of art.
I've never seen anything like
Tidar, okay,
Dad has
so
to put it in the
Tidar,
museum.
That is
Tidar
now a
is able-
historical artifact.
with like the leftover radiant magic that was left over from his wings appearing, Tidar is able to add like a little bit of like a shimmer and glow to his signature.
He always does it with his non-dominant hand.
I feel
Also
like
does it with his non-dominant hand, yes.
yeah, I feel like mine. I like claw out,
Your
kind of
eyes.
give myself a scratch, to get a little blood on the claw, and that's what I use.
Okay, no problem. This is the Sinclair contract.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I'm not reading all that because I was there. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
This is
I'm
just
gonna
to refer to it in the future. I'm moving this to the player
scroll.
handouts tab.
So I can
This
come
is
back.
GM rulings to player handouts. Yes, you guys can come back to look at this in the future if anything does arise.
I had to slowly scroll so people could go back later.
It's like, where'd you learn how to write?
Drags have to practice all night. All night.
I suppose so, sport.
That's the only
So-
thing I can write, though. That's the only
As
thing
the
I learned.
litigation's finished, you see a wall of light appear, and Julia steps through. The wall of light dissipates, and she comes back, arms full of items, and she's like, "This is." She like lays them out on this table over here. She's like, "This is my like." I see you guys are signing a contract. This is my personal reward to you guys for helping me protect my mother.
Thank you, sister.
She first picks up a staff and hands it towards Sidar.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he knows not to refuse her.
Sure, Claw.
She specifically hands you a staff of healing.
Oh shit.
Tadar officially likes one of the Sinclairs. He's iffy on a few of them.
She does have an extra thing slung over her shoulder. She will take it out, hold it up to Rain and Idaho, and she's like, "I showed this to you guys before. Would either of you like this? I've offered it to you before for testing."
Damn.
I'm a crossbow guy. Up to you.
The quiver does include crossbow bolts, if I'm not mistaken. The enchanted quiver holds 20 arrows. At sunrise, all non-magical arrows. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about specifically using a bow. It says arrows, not bolts, but like it doesn't exclude crossbows. So I would rule that bolts are also included because you still quiver your bolts.
You can more than happily use it. I would have no use of this.
She hands that to Idaho.
Yeah, so just double check this. Is it? Okay.
Means you'll
gotcha.
always
Basically,
essentially have 20.
you don't have to forage for bolts because every dawn you have 20 bolts in your quiver because they're all, like, provided they're still usable, they are all back within your quiver.
Gotcha.
She holds out a small band in her palm towards Prax, and she
Prax?
holds to you a band of the Dryad.
Shit.
Oh.
Thank you. And she puts it on.
Brings out your ass.
She turns around, grabs a large. Large is a little bit of a word. She grabs like a regular, like palm-sized orb off of the table, and she will set it down right in front of you, Atlas. And she hands you a pearl of power.
Oh shit.
Holy fuck.
And regain one. Wow.
So
basically, you regain a spell slot.
many
Holy fuck.
magic items. Dude, this is
wow.
awesome.
For you specifically.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy Atlas will.
I love
take
this.
it and just give his sister like 2 pecks on each cheek.
Who else is excited? I'm curious what I'm getting.
Justice,
I want to know what I'm getting.
did not. Cool.
Give me something cool.
She will walk up to you with a small amulet, and she will hand you an amulet of health, which
Huh.
raises your con to a 19.
Yeah. Huh. Thank you.
So let's see, that is Idaho, Rain, Atlas, Prax, and Tadar. 6. What does she give you? The last time she gave you something, she gave you the fucking Vanguard.
Yeah, what does she give me?
I think what she's going to do.
Right. What is she gonna give me? Oh, I'm so excited.
She turns around, she picks up the last item off the table, she sets it onto the counter for you, and she sets an ethereal shield in front of you. The same one that Rain had perceived in the shop and hadn't said anything to anyone. And she looks at you, she's like, "This is an animated shield." She gives you the code word. She speaks it, and immediately the shield begins to lift and hover around her. She speaks the code word again, and it slowly sets itself back down onto the table. And she steps away from it. She's like, "I will unattach this gives you some extra protection in battle, while still keeping your hands free.
No. Disregard that. I will definitely take that.
You are too kind to us, Julia.
Yes, thank
This
you.
is my personal thanks for everything you've done.
Mother,
Actually-
this is where we go.
Actually, I'm gonna continue with that minor illusion, and I'm gonna put a small version of Six right in front of him, and make it bow.
Julia will cast a minor illusion of herself to bow back. She looks to all of you. She's like, it's been another long day. I'm gonna go lay down.
Mother, may these cats have accommodations?
We don't necessarily have the. We've never really anticipated having guests here, but I can send word to the nearest finest inn and have them set up for the night.
I can use that.
If you would like to spend the night here, you can.
Yeah,
If
definitely
you
use
want to
that.
stay with them, that is also your choice.
I will spend the night in here before. Because I do not know when I'll next leave. I will spend the night here, Mother.
Okay. Is that what everyone wants to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Darlhead for Tavern.
I honestly was not expecting contract litigation today,
It was fun.
so that was,
Yeah.
that was an interesting sidetrack.
That was very interesting.
It was
And
an interesting sidetrack. Nice that we got all those logistics out of the way, though.
Oh, yeah.
we can worry about them in the future.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's a long rest now, right?
If they weren't relevant before, they are now.
Yes.
Yes. You guys go to long run. You guys go to the inn. Julia will warp you there.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least to like the street, like kind of like an alley near the street, so she's not like
Mm-hmm.
alerting the public by a magic barrier just there. Atlas,
Mhm.
you are down at Castle Sinclair.
Mhm.
You guys are set at a inn in the castle ward. So a very fine inn in the castle ward.
Okay. So how much is this place? I go inside, ask, the room rate, please.
They look at you. They see that.
Put it on the Sinclair tab.
I would say that the contract was written in multiple copies, that you each have a copy, so they see that you have things bearing the Sinclair seal, and they're like,
Mhm.
no, your fee is already covered. Right this way. They show you two individual like suites on an upper floor.
Ah, individual suites. How big is this building?
It's like 4 floors. It's in the castle ward.
Is Prague going to sleep in another bed?
The beds are nice, aren't they?
Oh yeah. I don't prefer the floors though.
You go enjoy yourself, little one.
I know. Enjoy the fluffy beds.
Yeah, Prague's is sleepy. Too much talk. Too much fancy wars.
Is this
Tired now, aren't
is
you?
this place just a tavern, or like an inn, or does it have like a tavern at the bottom?
So this place is a total of 4 floors. The 3 upper floors are from low to high are proceeding from like more common to more fancy style rooms, and the lowest floor is like a high-end tavern.
Okay, I was gonna spend some time and just play some music down there in a corner.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the right town. Roll a history check, 6.
Oh God, here we go.
Worst.
I mean, I've got nothing at a 0,
No, not one.
a 3.
Oh, you were close.
I don't think you know anything, man.
You'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
no, you don't know anything. This is just a very nice tavern to you.
Got it. No, I just go to the bottom and I just play my lute.
Right, because yours and Rain's hometown wasn't near Waterdeep. It was like its own part of Faerun, right?
Yeah, it was up north.
We're outlanders.
No, you are.
Is it not?
You might be.
I've had a long day. He's gonna go to sleep.
You all get a long rest. You all get
Yay!
I'm just writing down XP based stuff.
I'd say I think this would be a good time to end the session tonight.
Yeah, no.
Most
this is a
likely.
Perfectly fine place to end the session.
We'll also get ambushed at night for some reason.
So is next week Mark's or yours?
Next week is me.
Oh, that's actually good then, because unfortunate, but I won't be here.
Okay, cool. This is a great place
We'll
to
be
leave off.
I have to control your character again, aren't I?
Yeah, what's gonna happen is if,
I'll see if I can be here. I'll let you guys know if,
just
but
your character literally almost bit the big bazooka. Like,
Yeah,
one session.
It would
don't let Haverhill die, please.
I try not to. I don't have control.
I am pretty sure Elkarim has Revivify. So
You
like,
are going
I
to
can
need
I
it.
can make sure that you're okay, and if Elkarim doesn't, Prester has something that he can use.
Pressure 100% has Revivify.
Got it.
'Cause I
I
remember I
would-
specifically built Elkarim as like a hybrid healer.
He's one of my favorite characters I've ever made. So
Nice, I'll be gentle.
Just so you're aware, now that we're back in town and coming into this place, I would like to set a meet with Riston for the early following morning, so he has time to get together
Just
his
send
stuff.
me a private message so that I remember for the future that you want to set a
Of
meeting with
course.
Krista.
Of course.
I'm just doing this
And I
because
just have to look up XP counts.
hey, not bad.
Performed very well. The barmaid actually comes up to you. She's like, "This is one of the best performances we've had in the Yawning Portal in a long time."
Oh.
The
Great
Yawning
intro.
Portal is a very familiar tavern name to you. Every bard worth their salts knows what the Yawning Portal is.
Uh-huh.
I'm just looking at the 15 performance. That's all. It's like, okay.
Yep.
Like I said, oh.
And I'm not even like trying to like make a scene. I'm just in a corner.
Okay, just to double check.
7,000.
Okay, just double check. We're going back to this after Mark's, right? Not sure how long, but yeah.
Yes, we are going back to this after Marks, however many sessions it takes. I don't know how much for Vankieric he has.
Cool.
Out.
And
And
so
it-
well you guys do in the combat. I'm assuming the combat isn't going to be long. It's going to be really hard though.
No,
Like,
Prester
really
literally just
hard.
got there too.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
Mhm.
If you do need more time, I'm more than happy to start my own.
I still
No,
got,
don't be good, guys.
kind of continuation of my stuff. but
Yeah, yeah, we always have
we have all the post game stuff for Odyssey if we ever want to go back there.
I can always
I'd say I
enjoy
still
bringing back Damon.
I still haven't worked on that much. It's like I need, like, no, I
Mhm.
have reason to. It's
You
like,
each
Oh, you could-
get, because it was not really a lot.
7,000?
No, you each get 267 XP.
Damn it.
what?
I tried.
This is after dividing it the 6 ways.
Yeah, 267,000.
No, let's not.
Instant level 20.
But it's not. No, that's actually not even 20th level. Oh wait, no, yes it is, because I think
Ah.
155,000 is 20.
Okay, see you guys next week.
Yeah, yep.
Alright,
Sorry,
catch you guys later.
this was a very Atlas heavy session.
No, you're good.
I feel a little
No,
bad.
it worked out well.
It's always a
It was cool.
it's always a Atlas heavy shit.
Yeah, but also
I know.
before everyone leaves, Hunter, I'm not sure if you noticed, but you would have noticed it when Atlas showed everyone the note in the book. You recognized the name Erafir Sofina as your adoptive daughter that had also been kidnapped by the Elder Eye in the Crushing Wave.
I did notice that Atlas and Tadar got some conversations to have.
Atlas and Chidar have had a lot of conversations to have.
Yeah, it's true. Well, how much XP
I
am I
kind
supposed
of
to get?
want the conversations to just
267.
never
I put
happen.
it in game chat for the
267.
future.
Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Good night.
See you.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't expect my character to have any backstory in this game at all. Like, okay, no problem.
To clarify,
Is-
we're up to 7981, right?
Yeah.
We are we're done for the night. I want to say thank you for
Also,
everyone
I will
stopping
note,
by.
look back through that track.
I
The line
appreciated
about killing
appreciate you
gods
all guys.
wasn't in there.
Um,
I'm gonna catch
but
you
yeah,
guys later,
uh,
but I will exploit that.
I am going to take a break. I won't be here next week. I'm going to be out of town visiting my sister.
Wow,
Um,
now it's duck out of
So yeah,
there. Kill your god one
we're
day.
gonna have a week off.
Why? He's a nice guy.
It sounds like the next time we're in, we're gonna be going back to an older campaign.
I'll catch you guys
But
later.
we'll be here for that.
I
Um,
gotta figure out what to do with my character. I know Mike.
So yeah,
This game.
Oh, he's fun though.
yeah, we're having some fun. It was an interesting session. More RP based than combat. We did have a little combat, which was nice. That little legal stuff, if you will, was kind of fun. A little different, but yeah. I think we're gonna have some fun. So we're gonna catch you all later. Bye.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Mm.
I had to say bye to chat. Bye to stream. End it. You know, the life of a streamer.
Yeah.
Got to do all that crazy stuff.
At the very start, before we even launched anything, I was also pretty darn serious too. My games do tend to be a bit more on the